Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board. Yes.
Hold that note, baby.
Season's here, man. The season's here. Cannot believe
the
it.
wait is finally over.
He a Jazz fan. He said, hold that note.
We gave y'all episode after episode after episode during the offseason, but now it is finally down to the last couple of hours, man. Season is here. Leave a like on the episode. Subscribe. We got a lot of news, a lot of predictions, a lot of things to get to, man. We are hyped. How we feeling today, though?
I'm feeling amazing. You know, I woke up. It was like the first day of school.
I feel that.
It's like all that. The off season just gets so boring, especially to a certain point where I'm just like, bro, it's just dead.
How many prediction episodes can we do? Predicting this, predicting that. Here's over. Here's under. It was a lot, but now we got real hoops to talk about. It's crazy.
That's my favorite thing, because like we have a job to do, and there's nothing wrong with preparing and trying to be creative or whatnot. But it's nothing like getting into the season where we talk amongst each other and we don't even have to discuss anything. You know what we talking about.
It's like a hard reset. You know?
Yeah, it really is.
Once the season comes back around, everything becomes a little bit more fresh. And instead of all the like what could be's, we actually start seeing what it is on the court.
Group chat be like, what we talking about tomorrow? We won't have to worry about that for the next I don't know how many months, because this finna be entertaining. The NBA is the gift that keeps giving with all of the different storylines and topics. We getting, hey man, I be seeing NBA stuff into like a different side of social media. Like for instance, Jalen Green signed his extension. And I was like, oh man, my natural mind is like, Jalen Green, NBA players, what we do. A whole other side of social media is talking about Drea Michelle, his girl, because she posted it celebrating on like Instagram, and everybody started. And that opens up a whole, that's like a shade room basketball wives side of social media. And I'm like, look at basketball. I seen Anthony Edwards dap up Lil Baby.
It's so many storylines going into this
that was
season.
Dope too,
that was dope.
We were just literally talking about Joel Embiid before we started up too, and what he got going on with him. And that has to go into Drop the Mic for today. So all the storylines,
he's showing us that he ain't had to think about it.
The NBA, if this NBA season was a movie, who would be the main character going into it?
Wow,
Anthony Edwards.
Who would it? Who do you say?
Anthony Edwards would be the main character. I think he's probably the most entertaining.
That is a dope question.
Yeah, it is.
He's probably the most entertaining. I think he would probably give you the most laughs and the most enjoyment. I think he also would probably love being in front of the camera.
Would you like that movie?
Yeah.
But you still haven't watched Starting Five, where Anthony Edwards is literally the star.
Yeah, I just haven't sat down and watched.
How about Hustle?
I did watch Hustle.
Okay, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Test your gangster. Text your gangster. Who would be the main character of the 2024-2025 season?
But it's also hard to go against LeBron because he is the face. Like, he's naturally gonna be the star.
And
Like,
he has a co-star. It's his Pursuit of Happiness.
And they go against each other tonight.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
If Anthony
Maybe that
Edwards
lets you
is
know
one,
that they the stars of the show.
Yeah.
Opening night,
LeBron
late
and
game.
Shea got to be one too.
I don't know how entertaining Shea is. I really haven't seen much of Shea like in front of the camera to where I can gauge how entertaining he is. But
Do you do that? Do you do that with actors? All you base off of is the movie that they play. So all you should base it off of is Shea is his basketball. I mean, how nobody's really gonna give you the Anthony Edwards. Even LeBron is not giving you the Anthony Edwards like clip outs, if that's what you're going by.
no, but I'm also going by like I don't really know how to gauge what Shea's personality is.
But I'm saying the same thing of like
I can gauge Anthony Edwards' personality.
I can gauge a little bit of Shea personality, like.
The
IG captions are like when he drops somebody off and then he got the caption like kind of not even like taunting in a type of way, then I feel like that says something about your personality.
I agree with that. But my point to you is I'm saying is like nobody's going to top Anthony Edwards in that world.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean to use that is kind of like he ain't never even LeBron ain't topping that. LeBron ain't giving you no clip out moments that you saying that Anthony Edwards is. I mean, him playing Madden maybe be like, oh, look at LeBron playing Madden.
Top 100 in the world.
Ant has gone to the podium with Popeyes. Nobody in the league is touching that. Nobody in the league is touching it.
He says a lot better now. Y'all see the Jetta interview thing?
No, I didn't. I only saw the pictures. I wasn't able to see
My
the
favorite
full.
one is the Gatorade one. We got it for about a minute and a half.
Embiid is out for the entire week.
The week?
Embiid is out for the entire week. So we got the notification that Embiid and Paul George are going to be out Wednesday. Now it's being updated to let us know that any games that Philadelphia plays this week, he will not be a part of.
Good thing I didn't lock that over. Golly.
So
I knew it was going to be a rough start, but I didn't think it was going to be this.
I didn't even think it would be a rough start for Joel.
You're right. You're right. We knew the back-to-back part.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to come in ready. But they said he ramping up.
Yeah, I don't like that. So as of right now, we got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Joel Embiid as our star players that won't be at least hooping this opening day / 2 days.
So that means Tyrese Maxey.
Which is not a bad number compared to the past
Chris Middleton.
years.
I didn't count Chris Middleton there.
If he's a star.
I'm counting him.
Okay.
I watched the playoffs. He still count.
No, Chris Middleton's my guy. I hate the situation that he and the Bucks are in because I feel like the Bucks need him. But before we get into all of that, to answer your question, I think the NBA is too in depth to be a star. I think you need a cast. This is like
I feel the same way.
Avengers.
I feel the same way because I think
or
there's
Ocean's 11.
It's gonna be a lot of like sad characters in there because it's a lot of sad stories that might not mean as much in the grand scheme of things. But I think as NBA fans, you still like, I got to see what happens in that.
We haven't seen John Moran in a long time, like at a full level, season level. I think he's a character that, again, might not dominate the movie, but he'll have an interesting enough part that you want to keep a tab on it. I think Jason Tatum, Boston Celtic type thing, where it's like they won a championship, a lot of drama surrounding Jaylen Brown and USA and Tatum not having these performances in the playoffs in USA and not playing. They got a chip on their shoulder. Steph Curry in the state of the Warriors. He's playing high-level basketball. Can they continue to keep that up? You got Anthony Edwards and Shea, first-time MVPs. Or is somebody like Giannis going to rejuvenate and go grab that? Luka, first-time MVP. So it's just so many different things.
You said Avengers, and I'm trying in my mind to rack who's who in the Avengers. If this was because I agree with you. This is not like this is the star of the movie. It's so much going on that it has to be like, Tony Stark, and it has to be Hulk. All of these dudes were 1As. And I'm trying to figure out who is who in this.
So Giannis would probably be Hulk. I'm just thinking off pure force.
I'm thinking about more so like
their impact on the season.
Yeah, their role. And then like, again, how much impact is going to be on the actual season or / movie, whatever you want to say.
You let us know in the comment section because I can't get there. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's happening. While it's here, you already mentioned it. Joel Embiid out for the week. Paul George also out for at least the season opener. George will be reevaluated later this week, so he might play in Game 2 or Game 3. Is there anything to talk about with this though?
Yeah. In an off season where you're kind of putting yourself in a position to reestablish yourself and do some things that they haven't been able to do in the Joel Embiid era, this is definitely probably extremely annoying and concerning to 76ers fans. Luckily for the 76ers and the fan bases, this is literally the start of the season, so it won't be too much panic. But I just know, based off of familiarity, this probably isn't a good feeling for them or the organization. This is, a situation where you're now bringing in somebody like Paul George, who I don't think his injury is going to be that much, but this just isn't the way you want to start something. You're trying to do something new, and you're having a familiar start. It's like if a woman was going, because men can be very not so good. So it's like a woman getting out of past relationships where she got cheated on, and she finally starts dating this dude. They become official, like we see on Love is Blind or something, and one of the first moments he has is something that kind of...
It's just a red flag.
It's a red flag and a cheating tendency. That's just not the way you want to start off when you're trying to do something different. Yeah. And again, could this mean something in the grand scheme? Hell, we can come June and the Sixers could be the #1 seed and everybody's healthy for all we know. But PTSD, trauma.
It's considered left knee injury management is what they got it listed as.
I would say
he ain't played in months.
Philly lucky they in the East
he played
too.
in the
Olympics, but that was 2 months ago.
Philly's lucky they're in the East. I was thinking about just how important it is to start the season just off right, especially
another great point. Yeah,
out west, how every game's gonna matter because when it comes down to it and you're really fighting for that spot, it's probably gonna be like a 1 or 2 game difference.
I think you can say the same for the Eastern Conference now. Though we saw last year where the Philadelphia 76ers, they had to really strap up their boots the first round and go against a Knicks team.
They had the exact same record last year as the teams above them. but they ended up in the play-in because of the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
So like a game like tomorrow could matter in a tiebreaker scenario with a certain team.
Or if you have a guy maybe miss 3 or 4 fewer games, you don't have the same record. You win 2 more games, and that difference is what a tiebreaker
Every
wouldn't
game
matter.
matters. Every game
and
matters.
I think the Eastern Conference is a lot.
Especially that 1 through 5.
Yes.
It's super.
Yes.
It's super 1 or 2 game difference.
It's too late to flex a game. They got the ESPN game, 76ers Bucks tomorrow. So, I mean, we'll be tuned in, but it won't be as entertaining without JoJo and Paul.
Giannis versus. Oh no, Giannis is out. Or was he just questionable?
He's I don't know. I haven't seen anything about.
He's
Giannis.
definitely not out.
Oh,
He played in preseason.
I thought y'all was talking about it earlier, right before the show started. That Giannis was one of those guys on the Bucks that was.
Austin said that, but he's not out.
Be going to NBA.com. I think it said game time decision.
You know, they
I
always
would
gonna
just
put something
assume.
on people's name, but he's not out.
I would assume he's there. Let's get into some contract extensions. Yesterday was the deadline for rookie extensions for the draft class, and we were trying to figure out who was going to get it, who weren't. Starting off with one of the topics of conversation last episode, Aaron Gordon and the Denver Nuggets have agreed to a 4-year, $133 million extension with a player option and a trade kicker. It's done. They have secured their core 4, is what I've been seeing Nuggets fans call it, with Jamal Murray, of course, and Michael Porter Jr. and Yoke. And it's done, $133 million. So just an extension on the contract that he already has. How are y'all feeling about it? How we feeling
I'm
about
excited. I thought this was probably a deal that was probably going to get done because I think when you look around the league, talking about a guy that meshes so well with Nikola Jokic, it's kind of hard to replace him. I think when you look at the roster, he is the piece that you kind of have to keep, other than Jokic and Jamal. Everybody else, I think, is kind of expendable. You can kind of, you can figure out other ways to replace them. But Aaron Gordon is someone that you can't really replace.
I'm not mad at the deal at all. And one of the things that a lot of people try to talk about is, the amount of money and different things. It's just we talked about it a lot last episode. It's just the way that the game is going right now and the position that we're in. I look at the value of his contract at $33 million, and I see some of the area that he's in. This is like money that Tyler Hero is around. Just to name some of the guys that are around his money: Tyler Hero, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole, Jeremy Grant. Isaiah Hartenstein is making $30 million on the first year of his contract. Emmanuel quickly just signed an extension that's going to give him $32.5 million for the next foreseeable future. So Aiden makes 34, 35. He's right there in the mix. I think it's a comfortable number considering how much the cap has gone up, because a lot of those guys signed their contracts a couple years ago, and then there's some stars that he's a little closer to, but on their next re-up, I think they'll be a lot further away from him. It's a solid deal. Like KB said, you keep the core together. Now you just have to anticipate Julian Strawther, Peyton Watson, Christian Brown to do something significant, or you get enough from them all together. That's a 2K perfect world situation, but, it's not to rule out. And I think these guys are valuable. So we got on here and we had a conversation last episode about who, this and that. But again, I think the NBA values both of those guys. So if you have to pivot from somebody in this core 4, Jokic ain't getting traded. He'll retire as a Nugget. Jamal Murray, probably the same. If you have to choose between MPJ and Aaron Gordon at some point, a team will trade for one of them. A team is going to trade for one of those guys if they are made available, if need be. So, this is the type of team you want to run. When you have Jokic, you'll run it back, though. You'll see what you can do. You rinse that towel out.
The best thing about it is that they already have the championship, right?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, I think the conversation would just be different to be paying 4 players $190 million, but only one of them is an all-star. But since this is the group that got them the ring, I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. This prevents them from being this was lower than what the max this is lower than what he could have got next season, which makes sense to get it done now for the Denver Nuggets. It prevents them from being a second apron team next year. But you do have to think about what a Strawther or Christian Brown extension looks like. But I think if you're thinking about that right now, then you're probably doing a little bit too much. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. The next one. Oh, you got?
I was going to say, because I've been really thinking about all the CBA rules, because obviously the contracts, they kind of coincide with it. But, like, eventually there's got to be, and I seen you even tweet about it, like they're not reaching no middle ground in terms of, like, contracts. Because this is probably the most maxes or close to maxes I ever seen. And, like, you don't even got to be a top 2 player for it no more.
But now we going to get into some players that didn't sign a max.
You're
Why
right.
I think
You never have to be a top 2 player for it, though.
Well,
on your team is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
What you? Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay,
like
okay.
on your team. Usually, this
Yeah.
is like for your go-to guys.
The only pushback I would give is that I think today's landscape, the supporting players it's a gap versus what we grew up on, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
So we made the conversation last week, and my whole thing was I want to see nature heal itself, where everybody's not getting the max just because he might be good enough to get a max. Jalen Green, who you mentioned earlier, signed a 3-year, $106 million rookie extension. There's a player option in the 3rd year, providing ability to increase Green's career earnings, yada, yada, yada. That's so beautiful. Because Jalen Green was in that camp of the rookie guys or the rookie eligible guys that I felt like there was a world where he got a max extension because he could one day be the dude that was 25 points per game for a month stretch. This is so much better. It gives them the flexibility to extend. Like, they got rid of their potential max spot that they would have had in the 2025 free agency class, because we're going to talk about Alperen Sengun as well. But this is a lot less than some of the other players that were eligible for this. And I see that as a win. Is it a lot of money for Jalen Green? Maybe, probably, but it's not the max. And again, this might just be nature healing itself.
In a way, I kind of like this deal because it's short. He was the first one to ever negotiate a deal like this where you got a 2+1. So for me, it might be a lot of money now, but it's also not an extensive 5-year deal as well. So like, one, if there is a disgruntled star or whatever, some team will be intrigued to match that money because they know they want to pay it for a long time. Or he plays up to that level of the contract, and then you just like, oh damn, we got him locked up for at least 2 to 3 years, and then boom, then we had to pay him. So I think this is a very team-friendly deal, and it's also good for Jalen Green to be able to have at least that security to where he is getting paid max money for at least a few years.
Yeah, it's a team-friendly deal relative to his counterparts.
Yeah,
where you
that's
see
what
Franz
that's my
Wagner
biggest thing.
signed for 224 with the ability to be 269. It's like, oh, okay, that's not that bad for Jalen Green.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite deals from yesterday because both sides win. So Jalen Green is able to make some money. That's significant. You get what I'm saying? It might not be the max. It may not be the max amount of years, but he still walks away feeling satisfied. Then the Rockets protect themselves. And, again, because it's short term, Jalen Green gets to get some portion of what he's shown. We don't have to shoot ourselves completely in the foot. If Jalen Green never gets to that part, it's only 2+1, like Darrick just mentioned. If he overplays it, hey, here, we just re-up with you at the end of that, and we both parties is happy. You were able to get a taste of some $30 million type salary. It's not that far off annually from Sengun, so you don't have to have some type of, you know what I'm saying, disrespect or ego type shit that happens in the NBA. I actually love this deal. I think this is going to
too, just in case.
That's what I said in his Discord when people was talking about. I'm like, regardless of whatever, if the Rockets want to make a move, they gave him enough money that's going to be able to absorb a star. You take Jalen Green and another young player contract and some picks, and you can easily bring in a Jimmy Butler $50 million salary if that was a pivot you wanted to do eventually. So they to me knocked this out of the park. I'm also going to say that they are going to be a trendsetter because we're going to see more. I don't want to say more of this, but there are going to be more players in the Jalen Green area where, again, Jalen Green is a nice conversation because there is potential, but there is the production that we're still waiting to see on a consistent basis. So we all got 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Nobody hates Jalen Green, but nobody is also out here trying to tell you that his numbers aren't far away from Anthony Edwards. Wink, 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 Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had to beat him.
Not that Mike said. Not that Mike said that.
It wasn't Mike.
But
Hell no.
you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I prefer that. Cade Cunningham, because that's when that happens. Cade Cunningham's and Scotty Barnes get the monies, and then the other guys are like, well, since we got to give our guy that. Hell no, you don't. Hell no, you don't. There's a world where we both can get a little bit of what we want, and then, hey, we 50-50 in this. So Jalen Green, we think you this good, but to get that full, just show us, and we'll pay you no problem in a couple years. But if not, you know what I'm saying?
That's less annually than Emmanuel Quickly, who also signed a big old deal.
My favorite thing is just the years on it, just because it can match up with maybe it gets to a point where, say, Jalen Green is maybe not your one guy or the guy that you're willing to really give a max. But yeah, it kind of lines up. But if Reed Shepherd needs that extension, or you want that money to give to one of your other younger guys, and I think that's just a positive thing to do when you have literally like a boatload of young talent on your team.
Yeah,
So
that's why I think it's going to go that way, because you like Hornets got their stockpile and talent. The Pistons. What if Jaden Ivey have a crazy year this year? They're going to be in some type of bowl, Durant or whatever. But yeah, what you said?
this extension next year, obviously, is when it kicked in. It will make him the 28th highest paid guard in basketball.
That's nice.
That feels about right. It feels about right.
And so then now they're going to also have to extend Jabari soon.
Well, and we'll see what that looks like.
I think that will be less of an issue, depending on this. Like, obviously, he can pop off this year, but his first years have been solid.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a stretch. I think this year will determine how difficult that will be.
Yeah, because this next class has Pelican Carroll, Chet Holmgren, Jabari, Keegan Murray, Jalen Williams. These are all guys that should be thinking about extensions for next season, and we'll see. And a few guys here, they're gonna get the max. Pelican Carroll's gonna get a max.
That's the good thing for the Rockets, is that, like, as of now, because anything is possible, but Paolo, Banchero, Chet Holmgren, they're way above Jabari Smith.
So you can't even look at the numbers and be like, look, he got this.
No,
No.
there is no market match on that.
No, like Keegan Murray and the Sacramento Kings are an interesting one because he's obviously super important to what they do. So again, we going a little ahead of ourselves. Let's stick to what we already know. The Houston Rockets also signed Alperen Sengun to a 5-year, $185 million rookie extension. Not a max, by the way. It's $40 million less than the max.
Because they did it this year.
Amazing deal. What's his name? Raphael Stone over there
Raphael
negotiating. He not giving in to the players, just saying that I deserve a max because I want a max. And I appreciate that. This is a steal. He could be an all-star very soon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead. No.
I also love the fact that the players are like, there isn't this whole, like, we're just going to wait it out. Like, they kind of just signing the deals. And not that they just signing them, like, blindly.
For sure.
But, like, usually if a guy's not getting their money, or like $40 million for some guys is a big gap to where they're like, nah, we're going to wait. We're going to wait this out. And we just going to go into the offseason and see what happens. But
I think these guys are, like, super young, too. So, like, when we see the reports of what they want, I feel like they just aim high and, like, you know what? I'm cool with it. Not cool with it, but it's like,
aim for the moon. So
I'll take this 30+ mil. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that crazy where they would have probably held out. But we've seen crazier things happen.
I think a deal like that situation tells me the people that are around Alpy, because number one, he just had a significant injury. So anytime you got that money coming involved, betting on yourself, that's a risk you play. If I get hurt, that could change my bag completely.
Yeah.
So you wrap that up. He's also a guy that wasn't a top pick. He's not Jalen Green. He wasn't a top 5 pick. When was Alpy picked? 20th, 18, 19? I don't know.
Whatever it was the OKC Thunder, and they traded it away.
Right. So he might have been 16.
I'll let you know.
So he was
16th.
Yeah, 16?
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't, like some top player. He's still making top money, though. So it's like those are the best situations where you sometimes get that post-lottery guy, and he just cool. Like, Trey Murphy ain't get, you know what I'm saying, which we'll get to. But I just love it. And I think it says a lot about their team and the direction that it's going. If I'm a Rockets fan, I'm extremely happy because we understand the moment that we're in. They got a lot of young talent. They had a lot of money, and they've done smartly with it. Fred VanVleet is already basically at the end of that contract.
Yeah,
Everybody
that
was
feels
like,
crazy.
Right?
I feel like yesterday you just signed it.
Yeah, there was a good 2+1.
That was unprecedented when they did that. Like, when have we seen somebody make that type of money? Because it's like, we got to do something with it. We want you. So how do we get the back? Instead of bringing in 7 vets, we'll just pay 2 that give enough room for our young guys to still play, but also learn from him and help instill our culture. So it's like, we're going to pay him an extra damn near $20 million.
And I think more teams are going to replicate it.
Yes.
Like, I would not be surprised if the Brooklyn Nets did this exact same thing next year.
Yeah.
Win the lottery or get a high draft pick, $75, $80 million in cap space. Let's go out there and overpay for. Actually, I don't know who's. It might be for. Hey, Freddie might get every single bag. Right place, right time.
You have a Julius Randle and Nas Reed, Jimmy Butler, James Harden. Like,
no, James Harden's extension is a couple more years.
Yeah.
Is it 390?
Oh, right. Duh. So yeah,
Sengun. Do y'all remember what trade he was? His original pick. You don't remember? It was the Al Horford trade back to Boston.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
This pick turned into it for OKC. Then OKC flipped
That's
it for
incredible.
a future first rounder to the Houston Rockets. So a
Really?
very
At the time, that trade, we were just like, it was just like another pick.
Yeah.
And that's always nice to see
It's
what those
so
turn
cool
into.
seeing what picks turn into.
Jalen Suggs agreeing to a 5-year, $150.5. Don't forget the $0.5 million extension.
My favorite deal.
Huge deal. And Jalen Suggs is there to stay.
Yeah.
Not that was ever in question.
Like this deal because it decreases. That's what I have found out way later is that at the end of this deal, he's going to be making $26 million.
Mm-hmm.
So most contracts you'll see go up in value.
He got the front end.
Yes. Which, funny enough, the LA Clippers series that I have, I threw a bag at him. And I thought the Magic would, I thought that they would try to touch it, like match it. Man, they let me pay that man $31 million.
Hey, that's so. He
That's
ended up
funny.
on the Clippers in my series, and somebody in the comment section said, Jalen Suggs on the Clippers, that looks familiar. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So it's from your series. Okay.
But I was playing around with his contract like,
He
should
signed
I?
for $13 million in my series, by the way.
Did he?
1 year, $13 million.
He signed for, I gave him $30 million. And the reason I did it is because I traded Kawhi to the Magic. So I'm like, let me try to mess with them.
Oh, yeah, still.
And
they let it go?
make them
They called your bluff.
Yes. I wanted them to match it to kind of.
They said, we going to take a while and we be cool.
And now I'm paying him. I haven't seen him play yet, but I'm paying him $30 million. But I did it flat. I should have did it descending.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the descending helps them, well, 100% is going to help them in the long term. Because right now it is Franz Wagner's contract. And then, they spent a lot of money this offseason to basically bring their core back.
And add KCP.
And added KCP.
Extended Jonathan Isaac.
And Wendell and Mo Wagner. Yeah, I mean, they obviously know the CBA a lot better than us. Only thing is, damn it, Jalen Suggs, please shoot 39% for the rest of your career, buddy. It's crazy how you have the best year at the perfect time.
Yes.
It can change your life.
Oh no, they know what's going on.
You know what's also
they
crazy?
come in way more locked in.
The opposite.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That's so sad when you see think about Boogie. Remember Boogie's Achilles injury?
Yeah.
That was a contract year, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he had to go sign with the Warriors.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But can you
Sad.
imagine if he was still the all-defensive caliber defender, but he shot 34% instead of 39%? Contract could look dramatically different.
It would
in my
probably
opinion.
be 26. Ain't
Yeah.
it?
Sound like Marcus Smart.
Sound like Marcus Smart. Sheesh. Next one. I think we all excited about this one. Jalen Johnson agreed to a 5-year, $150 million contract extension. Also not a max deal, but what a contract, man.
It's a special moment for us. I was on the call when he signed the deal, and we
You and Rich?
You
and Rich?
No, Rich was on the Zoom. Me, Jalen, and the rest of the family was there together
rest of the
celebrating.
family.
Right.
And man, that's why I like the Atlanta flights are so short. I was able to come right back, but it was a good time, and I'm happy for Jalen. Been there his whole way through. I knew this would happen when he was in 6th grade. I looked at him. He dunked the ball. I said, "Hey, when I seen him dunk that ball, Derek don't know what I'm referencing."
He's referencing LeBron.
No. He referencing somebody else.
But thoughts, Jalen Johnson.
Oh no, I mean I like the deal. I mean I think he's shown that he has that potential, and I think this is a great investment for the Atlanta Hawks. Essentially, I mean you're not giving him the full max. It's not something that's going to hinder you financially, and I just think he's a great building block when you're talking about the future. He's someone that you can see thriving next to Trae Young, and I think he's also a guy that post Trae Young. If you do move Trae Young, he can still thrive without him.
Yeah,
that was my next point that I was going to say to you.
He can play his way into a max player.
Yeah,
while being on this contract.
Look at me
insane.
in my eyes. This is his team.
I wouldn't
Let's
say all
pump the
that.
brakes.
No. I'm not saying that right now. I'm just saying I think that the Hawks are in a position where Trae Young needs to be able to go somewhere and spread his wings and win and play valuable basketball.
He plays for the Hawks. He spreads. That's the one place you can spread your wings.
You crazy. And I think they're going to have to let him go somewhere and do that. And I think Jalen Johnson is going to rise as the guy for the
Only
Hawks.
way that happens
right now, this is Trae Young's team. I ain't no damn fool.
I think only way that happens is if Trae Young walks into the office and asks for it.
I think he's going to have to.
Yeah.
There's no this team could surprise us, but even a surprising Hawks team this year, it was a playing team.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have to make a decision for himself before he end up in a Bradley Beal, who are some other Damian Lillard type territory where it's like, I done been here for 13 years. I had that one early conference finals run when Ben Simmons passed the ball instead of dunking on me, and we never went back. And it's like,
What is he, 25 right now?
is he?
It's so because
It feels like he's
on
been
our
in the
list,
league
right?
for so long.
Yeah, he was on our list when we did the 25 thing. So I agree. I feel like the whole timeline is crazy because in my mind, the Trey Young New York thing happened before the pandemic, but it was in 2021.
Jalen Johnson wasn't even on that team.
He wasn't on the team at all, or he just wasn't.
I
Is
think
that his
he was
rookie
at-
season?
He was either a rookie or at Duke. Jalen Johnson.
You said that was 2021.
2021, yeah, 2021 playoff run.
And Jalen Johnson's in his third. He's his third or fourth.
He
year.
should be going into his fourth because he just did an extension.
You know, he's right. He's in this class that was the 2021 draft class. So he wasn't on the. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Time does be.
Yeah,
Time moves crazy.
Time
bro.
is not
Especially
real.
with the pandemic. It literally like eliminated a whole
Who
year. or two.
created time? Time is not real. Like
It's
time
not
is
real.
actually a myth and a theory. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as time. When
I
you
knew
think
time
about
was a
it.
myth when they had different time zones. It's
Yes.
high as 3 o'clock there, but it's also
Yes.
10 o'clock over
Yes.
there.
Yes, they just trying to guess when the sun, you know what I mean? So, because the sun is up right there, it gotta be not night.
I agree with it partially. Like, what is that called? When you set the clock forward and back.
Yeah.
That shit
Daylight
is
saving.
a scam.
Yeah. I mean, it's
But
sometimes it's like it's tomorrow already in like Australia.
But you know what's crazy though? Is my GPS told me it was gonna take me like a certain time to get here, and I got here in that time. So is time real?
Yes, it is. It is real, but it's also an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mike,
because
we were just talking. I was just saying this. You remember Mike used to wear them dirty ass, dingy ass polos to the podcast? That was like 2 years ago.
with the Nautica jackets. and
Yeah,
shit.
but like he looks like a whole. I mean, now you tripping with the feet, but like he looks like a whole different
Ain't
person
nothing
now.
wrong with those. I ain't got none.
They
But
just clocky. Like even your foot are not. I don't
lanes,
know.
lanes wear those. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
True.
I'm just playing. Look,
They
But yeah.
comfortable
Put them
though.
in sports mode for us.
time is crazy, man.
No, I got a hole in
Just
my
I figured that it had something to do with the
You know what
socks.
else is crazy?
What's that?
Not even 6 months ago, he was trying to convince us that the Mavericks would beat the Celtics. That
Yeah.
ain't that long ago.
It's not that long ago.
That's
But
not
he
that
is a
long
whole
ago.
different person.
But he's
though.
a whole different person. He got a ball head.
Even though, do I expose what you said before the show started?
make him think clear.
What did I say?
Because I don't.
So I can say it.
I don't know.
I
what
don't even know
he
what I
said.
said.
Boy, I hope my foot don't go up your ass.
No.
Chris.
We have a new employee here on the Enjoy team, and he walked in and said, "Which game y'all excited about the most?" You said, "I can't wait for the Celtics ring ceremony to be ruined." That's what you said. I'm like, oh, okay, Millie.
That's a real story.
That's a real story.
Yeah,
He did. He said that.
I did say that.
I rock with that.
So he's still anti-Celtic even after the run. He did bet the under. He locked the under for the Celtics.
No Tatum song.
No Tatum. That was a one-day thing. He already donated them to the Goodwill. He'll never wear them again. And now he want to see
He
the ring
donated to
ceremony.
Mike.
I got my own pair. I don't need his. You know, his too sad, it's too
But
big.
remember,
too.
yours took forever to come. So I
Yeah.
ain't know.
Because somebody stole them and then they had to get them back. And I remember that.
I don't.
Shout
They
out to
just
Tatum,
popped up
shout out
one
to
day.
Tatum for getting you your second pair though.
Yeah, he's a real one. Trey Murphy III also signed an extension 4 years, $112 million. This is my thing. I think that they buried him on the bench so they didn't have to pay him a max contract when the time comes.
Hey,
And now that they got him the money, he's about to blossom and he gonna get
if they
minutes.
did that,
Same thing with Moses Moody.
David Griffin, genius.
Yeah, it's going to seem nothing but smart at that point.
Genius. The Moses Moody got
I,
more.
got
if you
30
can
million.
get it,
He got my money.
if you could pay it before a
Moses
player,
Moody didn't do a show with me.
if you could pay a player before they pop off, that's the most perfect thing that could happen because you're not overpaying for that. You're not going to overpay him for him.
we pro player, man.
Yeah,
That's about $27 million. That feels good
You on
value.
some dirty shit.
it is a little grimy when you think about
He
it.
talking about if you pay a player,
If you got
now
it, you got to get it before he gets hot.
So,
But the only thing
your
is, it's
podcast
not
and
guaranteed
contract,
he
they should
getting
be
hot.
saying to you,
Just cut your mic.
they should not give you no segments, make you stale, pay you a little bit, and then just throw a bunch of workload. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna put you on the face of
As soon as,
TikTok.
as soon as you sign the contract.
And then now that shit crazy.
If
Now
it's
you want
30
the red
mil, then
carpet?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
What
Corey
won't you do
Kispert.
for 30 M's?
Kill myself.
Okay, Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert.
Corey Kispert, 4 years, $54 million extension to stay with the Wizards.
This is one of my favorites, too. I think this makes Corey Kispert value go up. What's this, $12 million?
Yeah, something like that.
He's
Again.
You can shoot him at a premium.
Yeah.
And
Somebody gonna trade for him.
that's
He'll be
like
a Knick.
mid-level for like 2 years from now. It's like the mid-level exception.
He'll be
Yeah.
he might be a Knick.
Yeah, he gonna be gone.
Yeah, he's gonna outplay that contract.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
that's
might
a-
trade Mitchell Robinson for him.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I don't think he liked that too much.
I'm just talking to be
the Knicks
honest.
just full of wings.
We got a couple more. Jaden Hardy, 3
I
years,
wanna-
$18
I
million.
ain't wanna say it.
You said Jaden Hardy?
3 years, $18 million.
Love that for
yeah.
him. How much is that? 6. Come on, Derek.
Why you look up?
It's been a while since I did quick division.
I don't have any opinion. Shout out to him. Get your money.
I love
good,
his
good one.
season he had last
for the
year in the
team.
playoffs.
We already mentioned Moses Moody, 3 years, $39 million extension.
I thought he had 50. Damn, 39.
39.
Okay. That's more money than I got. I ain't judging.
That's a little bit over your boy Max Christie.
Who would you take?
Max Christie.
Who would you take, Evie?
Moses Moody.
I'll
would
take
you
Moses
take?
Moody.
Damn, for real?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I probably would too.
Kind of crazy that Moses Moody had. He's one of those players that I think has so much potential, but for some reason
Damn.
He
the
just
Warriors-
can't get on the court
the
with the
Warriors-
Warriors.
You got to
won't-
request a trade.
they won't play him, but they also keeping him. So that means
And
they
Steve Kerr
actually
talked
see-
highly of him.
He's
at the
gonna play
podium.
this season. He has to play this season.
Where does he play?
So in my mind, the rotation, the guard rotation, of course, Steph Curry's at the 1, Pods at the 2, Kuminga at the 3, Draymond and Trace Jackson-Davis. That's the starter lineup, at least in my opinion. Second lineup is going to be a combination of these dudes, whether it be De'Anthony Melton, who plays like a hybrid 1-2, so he can play that position. I think this is where Moses Moody gets it. I would play Moses Moody over Buddy Hield personally, but I'm not Steve Kerr. And then you got Wiggs, and then you got Kyle Anderson, you got Loon Dog. I think that's like the
Gary
real
Payton
10-man
II.
rotation. Somebody can't get minutes. I think it might be GP. He gonna get spot minutes for what he does, but I think he's on the back end of that.
Yeah, I guess it depends on matchups. You know, defensively he brings a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you made a good point, but again, we got to see what Steve Kerr do because Buddy Hield.
I feel like Buddy
You mean
gonna
Draymond
play.
Green?
You crazy.
Draymond Green be telling his coach what the rotation should be.
You
Or at least he be
crazy.
tweeting about it. I don't know. These are not. Those are all the contract extensions. Here's some maybe cool stuff. Let me know what y'all think. The NBA G League continues to serve as the NBA's research and development laboratory for the 2024-2025 season. Experimental playing rules include the expansion of the Coaches Challenge and recording certain end-of-period heaves as team missed field goal attempts. So if you shoot a half court and it miss, it doesn't count against your 3-point percentage or field goal.
I like
percentage.
that. It's kind of like the shot clock violation, how it just goes to a team turnover, and versus like that person that gets the hot potato, the hot grenade. Yeah, they would.
I mean,
they do get a turnover for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
it
field
should
goal
just be a
thing is
team
interesting.
turnover.
I thought players should still just not care.
I agree, but they will. Them contracts be like, oh, the difference between the 40% three-point shooter and the 39% three-point
took
shooter.
eight.
If that can get us
Yeah.
more half court heaves and more crazy
That's all
shots,
I
why
care
not?
about.
But
I like
also
that
it's
though.
getting Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard gonna keep a job from those.
Yeah, that's his specialty. But I think it's cool. I think eventually they might adapt it to the NBA to try to get more heaves.
They should.
What is the adjustment to the coaches challenge? Did they?
I didn't get the specifics of it. But I pray that it's not more of them. let it be like if we can't change it in 10 seconds, then whatever we originally called is what it is.
Thought
Sometimes
you
they-
was wearing a Raiders jersey.
I wish it was.
Brock Bowers.
Yes.
He on the team.
Sometimes they do take too long with the coaches challenge. Maybe there's a way to expedite that. That
Mm-hmm.
would be my thing.
I was more excited about the heave thing. Now, they did a diagram of what the heave is. It's basically anything from half court to beyond. So if your foot is on the line at half court, it counts as a shot attempt.
Oh well,
That ain't bad.
yeah.
People just gonna
That
make
ain't
sure they feet behind the line like the 3-pointer.
That ain't no problem.
Somebody said on Reddit that Tyrese Halliburton has 4 times as many half court heaves than Kevin Durant in their careers.
That's crazy.
Isn't that a crazy statistic?
Well, Kevin Durant ain't a point guard.
That was the number one
Yeah.
comment. Like, yeah, he don't have the ball as much as Tyrese, but he also don't be shooting them things.
So last night, because I'm so excited for the NBA season, I was laying in bed and
This the water bed or the cloud bed?
I've never had a water bed, but I would take one, even now. But the way I get down, it might be water everywhere.
Sharp ass.
He like, damn, y'all got a pool in the crib? Dana just came out here all wet. No, just a joke. I went on YouTube and the NBA did some dope shit where it was like, because the NBA season is starting, here's 3 hours of like incredible closing moments of the premiere week over the last, like in his, I don't want to say history, but over the last years. So like the first 4 minutes of the video was Mavericks versus Thunder, Kevin Durant game winner against the Mavericks. Then it went to LeBron versus Celtics when Gordon Hayward got hurt. That had a dramatic close. And remember, Kyrie missed the game winner, and they did the handshake and everything. So it was a nice little 3-hour video where it was showing so many dramatic endings to like the start of seasons. And it was super dope. But Kevin Durant was getting the ball at the free throw line. And so was Dirk. And it was just like a nice little battle of seeing them both kind of go back and forth. And the reason I even brought it up, because I'm seeing Jason Terry hit a big shot, and I'm like, who does he look like, man? Like, oh, man, he look like Devon. Jason Terry looked just like Devon, bro. Like, hilarious. I damn near wanted to pick. If it wasn't so late, I would have texted the group chat, like, who does look
need
like?
A headband.
Yeah, I'm talking about looking just like him, man. He had a very big 3. And I'm like, who does he look like? They go to timeout, whatever.
For the people at home, Devon works on the Omaha side, so he's the one behind the camera usually.
Did you just say somebody looked like Austin?
Yes. I was with Austin. I didn't tell him this. I was on YouTube, and I went to, like, my reels because I seen something about Michael Beasley. And then the next reel popped up, and it's like, real Wilt Chamberlain highlights. Yo ass looked like young Wilt Chamberlain. Young Wilt Chamberlain. I'm like, who does this look? I was like, look like Austin. Looking just like Austin. Them highlights look so mythical.
I got a couple more pieces of news before we get into the real part of this episode. Because we're talking about the start of the season, by the way. Bronny James says he doesn't know if he will get playing time in the season opener, but is excited to hear that Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. plan to attend, saying it will be a crazy experience to see him there. I didn't know that they were going to be there. Bronny has to play. Like, we haven't talked Bronny a lot on the show because there's no real reason to, other than saying, like, that's a cool, dope story. But now that the Griffeys are going to be there, I think Bronny has to check in.
Brian Windhorst said that it's probably a good chance that Bronny's checking in, and that was one of the reasons, because they were going to be like in attendance, that the Lakers are kind of showing their hand. It's like, don't be surprised if he pops up in the second quarter.
I think for what it's worth, I think if you're going to do it, you get it done early. So it's always going to be a storyline because it's Bron and his son. But I think that you nullify at least 50, 60% of the conversations, because now every other day it's like, will Bronny play? Will Bronny play? If you're saying Bronny's playing right now, get him 4 minutes in the first quarter, then it's over.
Yeah, I think I was in favor of getting it done on opening day. There's no reason to just wait. Why wait? That's just my mentality on it.
Do I have to be the bad guy? How do you feel as a Laker fan when you hear stuff
as a Laker fan, I read that, and I didn't think our priorities were trying to, like, win the season.
Okay.
As soon as I seen that.
Long as somebody understands.
But I did also hear that, like, and this is, again, just what Brian Windhorst was saying about the
Bronny should play in
topic.
the first quarter because Ken Griffey Jr. is going to be there? Yeah. Are we serious?
I mean, you're not going to win or lose the game if he checks in for 2 minutes.
The Lakers were saying that, like, J.J. Redick is more – he's open to do this because he thinks that it'll kind of, like, energize LeBron and get him going after being, like, on the court with his son.
It sounds like some high school shit. You remember when – y'all ain't play varsity, but – no, I'm not even saying –
I played JV.
I'm not saying it that type of way, but there used to be a time where we would have a game. It happened every year where it was senior night.
Oh, yeah.
And it don't matter. These seniors could not have played all year. They're going to start the game. That is what this shit feel like. That is exactly what this shit feel like.
I can agree with that, but at the end of the day, I don't think it'll matter in the grand scheme of things. I think it'll be a cool photo op. And then after that, again, you won't talk about it much, and you get to go on with your season. Get it done now instead of game number 10.
As long as it's a one-game thing, and this is unless he starts popping off and now he deserves a minute.
Okay, yeah.
But, like, if it's a one-game thing, then it's whatever. You know, we'll get it out the way and then move on, because it's going to be a distraction for as long as it's kind of holding off of.
But that's my point. When you do shit like this, it only becomes a bigger thing.
Yeah.
But I think if you wait, it even becomes more.
What am I? I'm not waiting on anything. That's what I'm saying. We did this. We had all summer to do this. The summer league,
I don't think
the
it
draft,
doesn't.
preseason. Hey man,
I
at
think
some point this has to stop. Unless he's going to be a rotational player.
I think this could be.
Magic Johnson just said he think Bronny is
But
going to end up being.
that was Magic Johnson.
I'm just saying, this is where this shit is going. It's like, what are we talking about? And I love the story. I love LeBron James. I love LeBron James. LeBron is that dude to me. I'm not a LeBron hater, but I'm also not so much of a LeBron lover where I'm not going to be like, bro, what are the Lakers? I get what LeBron is doing, but what are the Lakers doing? At some point, y'all have to take y'all season serious. If the Lakers are just in a championship or just won a championship, hey, man, do whatever the hell you want to do. But the Lakers have not been on shit to the point where we think they should be. And it's just like, this is, I don't know.
The reason I say, like,
shout out to King Griffey, though.
Just do it is because this moment has been going for, like, years
Shout out to
now.
Senior, too, because he made Junior, but I grew up on Junior.
Like, this is the moment that's been kind of brewing for, like, the last couple past years as LeBron's been hinting, like, man, I want to play with Bronny. I want to play with Bronny. And after all the things that kind of happened with Bronny, like, at college and his incident, like, this is the moment. And that's why I feel like it's appropriate.
No, well, in that sense, Bronny almost died. I'm not going to argue anything that's inappropriate to that. I'm not saying anything on Bronny or LeBron's front. I'm talking about the Lakers. If I had a son, I would do the same shit. LeBron's supposed to do that. The Bronny should want to play. I'm talking about the Lakers.
But I think the Lakers have always been a team historically that prioritize their stars and what their agendas are or what they preferences. Like a reason why people like to go to the Lakers also, obviously, it's Los Angeles, but because they treat their stars well. LeBron James brought them a championship in 2020. Bron says he wants to play 2 minutes with his son. Sure, it's maybe not ideal, but we'll give it to Bron. He helped us win our last championship. Yeah. We can do this, and then 50% of the conversation about Bron could go to the fucking South Bay Lakers, and then we continue with our season.
Nah, all I'm saying is I'm not Mike. I'm not a Laker fan, but that's why I asked Mike. Does what has happened give you the confidence that could happen? Because if you say we're gonna do right by a star, all right, he won 2 minutes. Now it turns into something else.
It's going to be a consistent story this whole season.
And I'm not saying LeBron is ever going to put them in a position where they have to pay Bronny a 30-minute starting slot. But it's like, theoretically, Bronny probably should be in a suit in this game.
Like an inactive.
Like not
right. He should
just being real.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a fair point.
So it's like,
you're not lying.
He's not one of the best 10 people on the team.
He's not one of the best young players. I think Maxwell Lewis is a better prospect right now.
Probably, yeah.
Than Bronny. I think Dalton connect.
Maxwell Lewis averaged 0.9 points per game last season on 19% shooting. I was looking at his basketball reference yesterday, like, damn, I did not realize it was like that.
How many games did he play?
I don't remember. I just remember it was 19% shooting.
No, he played in the game.
But
But I love Maxwell Lewis. I like Bronny James too. I just think that Bronny ain't ready. Neither is Maxwell Lewis. But I just said that because me and Mike was talking about like preseason and different things, and it's like I'm rooting for Bronny. I'm rooting for Bron. I think it's an incredible moment, an incredible story. I love history.
I think that's all it has to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, like you said, we haven't been up on here talking about that because we take it for what it is. This is not here to bring down Bron or Bronny.
That's the perfect way to.
We're not.
Is what it is.
Yeah, we're not here. I'm only asking in this state because now it's spilling over into the real season. I'm not. I wasn't here talking about why is Bronny playing in the regular season.
Did they share court in the preseason?
Yeah.
They did. That's
the first game, I believe.
It was the second.
They was actually
game.
Bron didn't play first game.
Bron didn't play the first game,
and
but
it was playing real minutes.
And in the preseason, it felt like, man, this is a dope ass moment. So I am excited to see what it is in the regular season too.
And I'm asking that because that's the moment where I thought, okay, this is it. We got this little moment, and now the regular season is going to come, and this is kind of going to be put to bed.
Nobody care about.
And now
they want the real. Audience.
No, they don't care about the preseason and basketball terms. But when that happened, that was a big deal.
It was.
Yeah. But
so
now they get to go do it on the real regular season. A full stadium.
And now
all the celebrities courtside.
6 months from now, the playoffs gonna start, and y'all gonna be telling me the same thing. It's just game one.
No, hell no. No way.
It's just game one, P. It's just game. You know, Bron teams historically lose game one anyway, so they can play. I'm just saying.
To go back and answer your question though, about like just about the Lakers, not about Bron.
Not about
he knows as long as it stays like contained within this one game or very small sample size, like, and it's not dragged out through the season. It's not like halfway through we getting updates that Bronny is doing this and what it's like he's the best Call of Duty player on the team or something like that. I'm cool with it. But like after this, I know it's a special moment, but go back to basketball. We still have a team.
That James family got it, man. Bronny, the best Call of Duty player. LeBron, the best Madden player. Like
Savannah was playing 2K with Bronny.
Hey, they really got it. That's crazy.
But yeah, the way we can end that segment is numbers on the board. Got nothing but love and respect for the James family. We rooting for the whole situation. We have not used that topic as a way to take shots at the James family and tear down Bronny. Anybody in that position should try to get their kids to world. That's what it's about, putting your kids in the best situation to reach their fullest potential. He had a life-threatening situation. So, hey, man, he living out his dream.
Yeah, for sure.
If I had a headache and my dad had that type of power, I'd be like, Dad, I got a headache. I want to be on the Lakers. And my dad better damn sure put me on the damn Lakers. Let alone if I had the situation that Bronny had. And I'm a guy that really believed 2 years ago Bronny James was an NBA prospect. Did I believe it this fast and without proper development? No. But I don't think Bronny James is what people was trying to make him out to be because he's LeBron's son. I thought if Bronny James wasn't LeBron James' son and he had a chance to have healthy seasons at USC, he was going to turn into a De'Anthony Melton type prospect, in my opinion, where he would be able to knock down shots.
Why you pick De'Anthony Melton?
Because I think De'Anthony Melton, he did go there, but I think De'Anthony Melton is like you said, he's not a combo guard, but he can play with the ball. And if you also put him out there with a dominant wing or guard, he can play off the ball.
He's not a point guard, really.
He can steal.
He's more of a combo guard.
He played with Ja Morant. But there was also times where Ja went to the bench and he was able to, hold down the fort and keep things going.
When I think combo guard, I think of like
O.J.
Monte
Mayo,
Ellis
right?
and those type of
me
bucket
too.
getters. That's why I was just hybrid for somebody that can play both, but not really like creating for themselves too much.
Because combo guard is really some bullshit. Because a combo guard is supposed to be somebody who's a point
what type of guard
and
did you
guard.
I'm not a guard.
KB,
you're not a guard.
I haven't played basketball in like 4 years. I'm not.
He loves saying
that. Yeah.
You a guard.
I'm short, but I'm not
what's
a
his
guard.
2K title? His 2K title is probably.
It's like.
Do you
small ball
give me,
4?
Do you give me playmaking / ball handling responsibilities?
No.
You could pass.
Isn't that what a guard
Nah.
is though? I can pass, but that doesn't make me a guard.
Can he?
Anybody
can
can guard. Yes, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
literally,
not throwing,
you can literally.
No,
throw the
I'm
ball.
not throwing fucking scaries. I'm not turning the ball over to do that. If anything, I'm turning the ball over by somebody dipping me, which means I'm not a guard.
Yeah, KB is like Gary Payton second. I truly
Put me in the
believe.
dunker.
Yeah,
In my prime, put me in the dunker.
Hey,
All right.
what would his title be though? The player description. You know how it's like 3-and-D.
Promising prospect.
Promising prospect.
I don't think it's much promise in that shit.
Yeah, that's what they get like a 50-something overall.
Exactly.
But those guys you're gonna put money into and they're gonna become a 99. You're not putting that much money into KB.
I'm a coach, man.
Now, if we talking YouTube, you put everything into KB. He's for sure.
That's my field. Yeah.
But KB is he's a junkyard dog guard.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
I like that
Were y'all
one.
talking about when I was 17?
Chris Dunn without the handle. That's what you know how you go on draft websites and they always say some dumb shit. Oh man,
Slim version of this guy.
Yeah, he's LeBron without the size. Yeah, Ben Simmons is
LeBron. They call Eric Bledsoe mini LeBron.
I'm Zach LaVine without the 40-inch vertical.
Yeah.
Exactly without the belt.
Who is that? That's not even an NBA player. Derek, they be asking who you is.
I don't think we can give. We have not hooped in forever.
I'm going off the last time we hooped.
Which was. I was wearing a mask last time I played basketball for real.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
We literally did basketball content
When?
last year.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't. Oh, that wasn't hooping though.
I mean, we was playing some
I mean, like
one-on-ones.
running.
Oh,
though.
running 5-on-5.
That'd have been an export.
Yeah, definitely.
I did play 2 games at Export.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I remember you had tweeted out like, I scored 0 points in the games that I played today.
That's when Darrick put dude through that wall, and dude was like, "Hey man, if he do that again, I'm gonna start fouling him. He can't be mad then." Darrick put that boy. He made that boy want to fight. But yeah, we can go to break while I think of who Darrick is. Now that you got a ball head, you got to be somebody.
Quincy Acey, man.
Brian Skinner. You know who Brian Skinner is?
Never heard that name before.
Google Brian Skinner real quick while we go on break.
While Derek Google that, we'll hear a word from our sponsor.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
Yeah, man. Season's here. When we talk about making predictions for opening night, for what it's worth, the Knicks versus Celtics are our first tip-off. And then we got Timberwolves versus Lakers right after that. The Knicks will be without Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, maybe without Mikal Bridges' jump shot, and definitely without Josh Hart's jump shot. And the Celtics are without Porzingis. How we feeling about that?
I'm feeling good. Go ahead.
I love the
Brian Skinner, thoughts?
His head long as hell.
It really is. That's like one of the first things I thought about when you said the name.
Like his head is long, bro. He got that big ass goatee.
That's like when again I'm not old.
What
but
rap am I thinking about with a big ass goatee?
when I grew up, teams had these type of players.
He had a long career.
Real vets. Look at long career and look at his numbers.
Hold on.
4 points in his first year. 5, 4, 3.1. His best year is 10.5. He played 9 years of giving 3.8, 4 point. Just a real vet though.
1, 2,
He could
3,
come
4,
in,
5,
hit a
6, 7.
15-foot jumper
18
at the elbow.
Golly.
Used to wear number 54.
I'm curious, what's his career earnings? He made $24 million throughout his career.
What a life.
Chopped that in half.
It says
12.
maybe incomplete. If he's still on somebody if he's still on somebody's payroll, that's crazy.
13 years later, still get it paid.
Now go ahead and talk about opening night, but I'm finna look at what Brian Skinner doing these days.
You want to talk about the first game?
Yeah.
The first game, the Knicks Celtics. I'm excited for ring ceremonies. I'm always excited for them. I always think they're fun, exciting. Seeing players' reactions to when they first get their ring is always exciting. But if I'm on the Knicks side, I would love to just ruin this that whole day and just come out and just play aggressive and just put a stink to their whole little ring ceremony. That's kind of the mindset I would be coming in. That I am a little worried about Mikal Bridges' jump shot. It looks awful. And to go into the season, a whole 82 season, and having to play with that, it doesn't seem ideal. Because like that's something that you work on in the summer. It's not something you work on through your 82-game season. So he gonna have to go through this whole season with this broken jump shot, and then go into the offseason and try to tweak it and fix it. But hopefully it doesn't hinder the team. Like he's able to somehow be somewhat serviceable as a shooter, and that he's able to somehow get a rhythm. But if he can't, man, it's gonna be ugly. Especially if Josh Hart ain't shooting either. Oh
my fault.
Josh Hart never shoots.
But at least they do have a stretch 5 now. It's not Mitchell Robinson clogging the paint and getting in the way. They do have.
Is that what Mitchell Robinson did?
No, but I'm just saying, like,
okay.
you legit have a dude that can just shoot from anywhere on the court.
Hey, man, as long as ain't nothing wrong with Jalen Brunson, I'm good. OG Anunoby shoot the ball just fine. Same with Cat. Mikal Bridges, he shoot that bullshit. He might hit some shots, luckily. I don't know what's going on with that, man. That's so silly to me. Stop touching shit. But nothing needed to be touched.
It don't. But now he just looks so funny with them long ass arms.
Yeah.
Give us 3 of our picks back. Give us Cam Johnson if that's the hell we finna be getting. I'm just joking. Okay, I believe in you.
I think the Knicks gonna come out hungry tonight. Like this, that's what the Knicks team is. Like they just that super scrappy team that just kind of like they just don't stop fighting. So I'm kind of getting that type of like energy from them on the night that the Celtics get their rings. So I'm got a feeling that they gonna get it ruined tonight.
I'm picking the Knicks too. I'm predicting a big night for Deuce McBride. I think Deuce McBride gonna give us some boost in a way that we're gonna need to win this game. So that's what I want to see. I will say one thing: you could talk about Mikal jump shot all you want. Defensively, ain't nothing hindered there. So I cannot wait to see him and OG versus Brown and Tatum. That's gonna be must-see TV.
Man,
I'm excited for that. That was my favorite thing about this game. Because you think about the Knicks and how they built their team, it is basically to counter the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Like how the Minnesota Timberwolves were basically built to counter the Denver Nuggets. I feel the same thing about the Knicks. Got the 2 big wings that can switch pretty much anything, can guard so many different positions. And there are not many teams in basketball that have this defensive wing tandem to match the Boston Celtics. The Knicks have that. I think I'm still going to go with the Boston Celtics in this game, though.
Not mad at it.
Ring ceremony energy. It could be a blessing and a curse, too. Kind of laid back and excited about the ring. You're like, oh, yeah, I got to play basketball. But Man, I cannot wait. I cannot. Man, I am counting down the minutes right now until tip-off. We have 5 hours and 59 minutes.
Are you counting the 10 minutes they use before the game?
It's gonna be. It's most likely gonna be like 40 minutes though, because we're gonna get the ring set.
Oh yeah,
but I'm
true.
counting that in the game. I'm excited to sit there and fucking watch. What's our guy name from Illinois? They got a ring. He didn't play at all, but he's getting a ring this year. Damn it, the white boy. Don't matter. Watch him get his ring. Watch Al Horford get his ring. Drew Peterson. There you go. Al Horford finally getting a ring. Come on, man. It's exciting stuff, and I can't wait for it. Next game?
Yep.
You came in with your Lakers gear on. Talk to me about Lakers.
I did, and
Minnesota.
I ain't want to get to it yet, but I know because I knew we was gonna do our predictions. But that post from this morning about Bronny James coming into the game potentially, that don't got me excited at all. I think we gonna win tonight against the Wolves.
Yeah, I think the Wolves gonna smack that ass up. I think they're gonna look very sharp. I think Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo. I'm excited to see my boy Jaden McDaniels. I'm still every single year we gonna come into here and I'm gonna be waiting for that offensive jump that I know it's inside of him. It's inside of him. He's a father now, so
I think we seen from
he cut his hair.
At least the preseason, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and on the other side also Anthony Edwards. They look really good in preseason.
Dalton Connect look really good too.
Yeah, we're gonna see how much like actual playing time he gets and what his role kind of looks like in these first couple games.
D'Angelo Russell said the most impressive player.
Do we know if Nas Reed is playing tonight? I'm looking for it, and I don't see a single report about Nas Reed. Also, his contract can be kind of crazy this offseason.
I paid him in 2K, so yeah.
Nas Reed not listed as on the injury report, so it looked like he is ready to go. All right, that's perfect. That's perfect.
The Brooklyn Nets gonna give him a bag.
I'm excited to watch Rudy Gobert, man. Now, Anthony Davis has killed Rudy Gobert historically in his career.
And if that jumper falling, man, you just need to hit 1 3.
What you think they got the threes at? 0.5.
Yeah.
Are we interested in 0.5?
No, don't take it.
But look.
I might. I ain't gonna lie.
But look, though, it'd be so enticing, though, because he'd be like, man, should I take it?
But if he missed two, he's not shooting again.
But then
RJ Barrett remains limited, not clear yet to practice. Like, it's so many.
A lot of stuff happening right now.
2K.
Don't they know the season finna come? What they be doing?
I think I'm most excited to see JJ on a real high stakes game finally after coaching preseason and doing a wishy-washy job here or there. I'm mostly positive. Job.
Yeah, he did good for what they allowed him.
Right. And now going against one of the better coaches in basketball, one of the best defenses in basketball last season. See if those Dan Hurley sets work against a competent defensive team, a real defensive team. And then I'm excited to see if Rob Dillingham gets any minutes.
Wow. He's going to play.
Yeah, he's going to play.
Yeah.
Rob,
I wouldn't make a bet. I want to see him play.
No,
the only reason I said that is because the last couple games of the preseason, the only time he played was late in the fourth quarter.
He'll play.
So he got cut out of the end of preseason rotation. And that was without Nas Reed playing.
I think
those more minutes are allocated. So we'll see what happens with Rob. Because, Dante also one of these hybrid type of players who plays 1 and 2. So I think he's going to get majority of those backup point guard minutes, if we want to call it that. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, obviously. And then what's my boy name? Josh Midnight? Killed in preseason. I think he's going to be a part of the real 10.
I hope so, because that's what basketball is supposed to be. The preseason and summer league and all that shit is for guys like him to show you and then earn it. So I would hate to see him be buried at the end of the bench acting like he ain't just kill it all. Every time I looked up, he was making play out to play, jump shots, hustle plays, defensive plays, dunks, putbacks, everything that you would want. So, yeah, I hope he don't get buried.
And now we get a real Julius Randle game. He only played 1 preseason game against the Bulls.
And he looked good.
He looked like Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And he's a historically slow starter. Like, if you look at his averages in October and November, they're a lot less than December on. So I just want Minnesota Timberwolves fans to brace yourself just in case that trend continues and he doesn't look amazing. Again, he's coming off a major shoulder surgery as well.
It's true.
So he probably is going to start off relatively slow.
I like the way he looked against the Bulls, though. I like the positions that Chris Finch put him in. Him and Anthony Edwards doing a P&R. Like, there's some stuff there. Especially when Rudy is exited the game. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited to see the Lakers too. I have no idea what I'm going into. I don't know what this rotate. I know the starting lineup obviously, but outside of that, is Max Christie playing?
Like
he should be,
right?
He should be. I mean, not only did he get the extension, but JJ Redick and also like people in the Lakers organization have been talking about like he's going to get the minutes this year because they didn't feel like they kind of gave it to him last year.
Is
when
this
he
a
deserved
9
it.
or 10-man rotation? And can you name me the players that's in it for the bench? I know the starters. Now, can you name me the next 4 or 5 if they go 9 or 10-man rotation?
Well, probably it's going to be
Max Christie, we just named.
Max Christie. I got a good feeling Dalton Connect is going to be
Dalton
in the
Connect.
rotation.
Okay,
I would agree with that.
that's 7.
You got to add Gabe Vincent as like a backup guard in the rotation.
That's 8.
I don't,
Christian Wood, Jared Vanderbilt, Cam
Jackson
Reddish.
Hayes is probably
Jackson
going to
Hayes.
take some
Jackson
of those
Hayes.
minutes.
Because Christian Wood is not ready yet, I don't think.
I thought I saw the report that he would be ready.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Like, he's one of those weird players that it's like he could be really put like situational when he gets in the game when it's like we got to go big or something like that, and or maybe we need more like shooting from our interior. But I don't think he's an every game player for us.
I would agree with that.
I think Cam Reddish hasn't really cracked the rotation either.
I'm thinking about
He's
the
been
other
getting
options.
preseason minutes.
Oh.
He's been getting preseason minutes.
I mean, every
Well, I mean, yeah, he does, but like he was like starting and like they gave him a starting spot for one of those games. So
Damn, is Jared Vanderbilt ready to play?
I don't believe so.
I ain't seen him.
I feel like I haven't seen him play basketball
every
in a
time
long time.
ESPN has a projected depth chart. We know what the starters are: Russell Reeves, Hachimura, James Davis. Off the bench, they're saying Vincent, Chrissy, Connect. They got Rui as the backup power forward because y'all don't really have anything other than Maxwell Lewis is listed as a fourth stringer. And then centers is Jackson Hayes. As of right now, out. Koloko, Wood, Vanderbilt are your outs.
So Vanderbilt would technically be our
Be the
backup
backup
four,
four, yeah.
but again, I
So
gotta
guess
see
maybe,
what he's got.
Maybe Cam Reddish is going to crack some minutes now since they do have that hole at the 4.
You just need some people to play.
Yeah, just you're
Hell, Bronny damn near could play the 4.
at 6'1".
6'1".
don't put that on those Ricky Bobby.
Who y'all got winning the game?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I think this is a Anthony Edwards game.
They
I
don't
think-
have anybody to put out there.
I also think
Anthony Edwards' son ain't getting no minutes.
Ah.
I just play.
I think Anthony Edwards.
Now
should
watch
come out
Bronny
and
come in the
be
game
go
and he
mode.
hit 2 threes.
I would be ecstatic.
Do y'all think they got his line up? They have to.
I would be ecstatic for him. I was happy the last preseason game he had 17. Then I looked up, y'all got your ass ran through the ground, but you know.
I'm excited to see Dalton connect with playing around real playmakers. Like I think his game in that game where he hit all those big shots and forced it to go to overtime, he was doing a lot of self-creating. I would love to see him playing with LeBron, Anthony Davis, D'Lo, guys that can pass the ball real well and also attract so much attention. He's going to get a lot of easier looks, and I'm excited to see him playing in that rotation.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Dalton connect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Offensively, he's
don't
just
have
a
a
natural
Hey,
scorer. He's just a bucket.
He was the game where he had 30 plus and creating on his own. That was the game that showed me what I needed to see.
Yeah.
Y'all
Like
are
not only was he
crazy,
a
bro.
knockdown
That's
shooter.
why I want y'all to watch college basketball. He was more of that in college than like a knockdown shooter.
He's
No,
like-
I know that. I know he's a scorer. He's like a pure scorer. For sure.
I was just talking now.
Oh.
Well, I did say y'all, but that's why I
But-
want y'all to watch college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he was taking shots like he was that guy. Like
That's
the
what that
number one
reminded me.
guy,
I'm like,
so.
this looked like him in Tennessee. Just
They don't have a Bronny lineup at all. Probably for the better. Just don't be betting on Bronny James, please.
that's a way for them to finesse the system.
Y'all know he's got the most amount of Rookie of the Year bets of anybody in his class.
Yeah, and that shit was
Good
so
donations,
stupid.
guys. Good
Just like,
donations.
you're like, why do y'all like giving money to billion-dollar corporations? That's so stupid. Just get the money to me.
Let's talk about watchability, man. I did my video about a week or so ago of me saying the teams that are going to be most watchable to me. I'm curious of what y'all got. Who are y'all 5 most watchable teams going into the season?
So I made a list. So number 5 for me was the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
I just want post Clay. I think this is going to be a team that I'm very intrigued on and watching how they play without Klay Thompson being in the system. Also, just seeing Steph Curry coming out here and playing with that chip on his shoulder. No Klay Thompson. He kind of got to carry this whole team. It's going to be fun watching him doing that. And also just seeing Draymond be locked in and being on the court. This team is significantly better with him on the court. So I would just love to see that. And then also I just love their pieces. I love the jump shot from Kyle Anderson. It's looking smooth. There's no hitch in it. He's shooting it off the dribble comfortably. It's like he went there and they shooting coaches just didn't. They helped him.
Their shooting coach is
Steph
If he turns around
they
his,
shooting coaches.
Just him.
if he
They
turns
improved
around
jump
his
shots over
shooting in just like 1 year, not just one off season.
Mm-hmm.
Where was this? However, X amount of years ago, because Kyle Anderson has had the same slow jumper since he came in.
That's funny. Steph Curry got his own little office. He like, come here. Just sit. Look, you see what you're doing right there? Eliminate that.
I just think of that Lil Yachty meme where it's Lil Yachty and Lil Durk, and he's showing on a computer, and Lil Yachty like, oh.
No, that's Young Thug.
Oh.
That is.
It is. That's Lil Durk and Young Thug, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Yachty got one of them, too.
Houston Rockets for me. I love the Houston Rockets. Last year, I watched a bunch of their games. I think I'm going to continue that trend. Another year for these young guys. Some of these guys are now paid. You add Reed Shepherd in there. They're just fun because they defend, and then they turn that defense into offense. And they got guys that could do a lot of different things. I'm excited to see Tari Eason healthy. I'm excited to see some more minutes for Cam Whitmore. The only thing that I'm not jealous of is Ime having to dice up those minutes, man. It's a tough little job.
That rotation is going to be
a tough job.
But if it's one coach I know he gonna find his favors, it's Ime. Ime gonna play his rotation.
That's the scary part of it all. You start off first week, if you Amin Thompson's gonna be safe regardless, but you one of the fringe guys, and you don't start off hot, you might sit your ass down for a minute.
Yeah, and unless somebody get hurt, and now you got to come back in and yeah. But I think Cam Whitmore is gonna be very exciting this season. The team was they were at the top of my list too, just because of Cam Whitmore. I love Alpy. Jalen Green just got his extension. I was projecting him to have to come in and prove it. But now he got it. He's still gonna come out and play because you don't want to get this bag and then all of a sudden you ain't able to get it again. So and then just seeing everybody. I think Alperen Sengun is gonna take another step. I thought we saw him last year do a good job of being a good facilitator, but also a good scorer. He was a double machine. Him and Fred VanVleet 2-man game. When you talk about those last 5 minutes of the game was so elite. I used to love watching that. They got so many different things that you are intrigued in. And
they're your top 5 as well.
Yeah,
interesting. I love the State Warriors.
The defensive part of that team is also very fun to watch because you wouldn't consider them a lockdown team.
Yes.
But they managed to be a top 5 defense just by committee and by team and just right schemes from E-Man. Like that's always so fun.
Those are my low-key favorite defensive-oriented teams because there are some players you're like, okay, Bam Adebayo, he's the catalyst for this defense. Rudy Gobert, he's the catalyst for this defense. A team like that, you can kind of look at a couple different people, and it's more like being on a string as a defensive
It's like
team.
And they don't even have
the Magic as well. I love that.
They don't have that crazy anchor defensively. Alperen Sengun is a dude that they question his defense, but he's anchoring a top 5 defense.
Yep.
So he's obviously ain't that bad.
Same thing with Vucevic from 2 years ago.
That's true.
Don't forget. Never forget.
That was Lonzo anchoring that defense.
Oh, true.
That wasn't even 2 years. That was a long time ago.
Years ago.
Lonzo and Caruso was really anchoring a top 10 defense.
That shit was fun.
It was.
My top team I got is the Grizzlies. Obviously, they missed a whole year, but Ja being back is just one exciting thing. I think Desmond Bane is one of the players that gets better every year. Jaren Jackson Jr. was kind of like by himself last year. And then we also got the young guys that had like all the opportunity from the players missing time.
What's ironic about that?
What?
Jaren Jackson may not be there.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready.
Hamstring injury.
He won't be ready tomorrow.
It's like they can't
get out of their own way. GG, Vince, Jaren. Oh,
well, the backcourt at least I need to see back.
Yeah.
Ja and Desmond Bane with Zach Edey down there. Hopefully he can hold it down a little bit till Jaren get back.
Is Brandon Clark?
You ain't even mentioned the
Brandon
best
Clark
player
probably
on the
going
whole
to start
team.
the 4 then.
Who?
Forgot his name already.
The
the little guard that got the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Say what there?
I said Brandon Clark's probably going to start the 4.
You said Brandon Clark started the 4?
It might be Santi Aldama.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
And let Brandon just be the backup 5 man.
Yeah.
I also had the Golden State Warriors as one of my top 5. For all the reasons you said, Steph Curry is Steph Curry, and I'm intrigued by the young players. Kuminga didn't get his bag. What would that mean?
Apparently
Pods,
they was far apart too.
Yeah, he wanted 40. He wanted the Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
Without doing the Franz Wagner stuff.
He thinks he's Pascal or Kawhi type jumping him.
And the best thing that happened to them is to watch some Houston Rockets do sign for less than that. Like, yeah, you see what Jalen Green got. You see.
I had the Warriors as well, and the Grizzlies. But the Jonathan Kuminga thing, I think, is a good conversation we missed on talking about the extensions. Because what do y'all think of that when he?
What is his agent? Is his agent telling him nah?
His agent is saying that the Brooklyn Nets will offer you a max offer sheet next offseason.
But is his agent talking to Brooklyn getting that confirmed?
No, I
Or
don't think you literally can. But he will be. Him and Josh Giddey are the 2 top, and I'm only saying top, not that they're great.
Yeah.
Restricted free agents on the market this offseason.
Yeah.
So it's like, if somebody's going to throw money at restricted free agency, this free agency class is already kind of bare now that Aaron Gordon is signed and this guy signed. They're like, the few teams that have money are these lower level teams that might be willing to overpay for a 24-year-old guy with some potential. So worst case scenario, that contract that you offered me will still be on the table.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, somebody else give me more and you have to match, or I'll just go to the next team.
There's also a scenario where he doesn't play that good this season. Now that contract that you did say isn't on the table.
Because he definitely going to have that green light this season. He's been taking all the
They already
pull-up
said
shots.
it. I don't see a world where he won't get his, let's say, $30 million like a Jalen Green. I think there's more upside for him to get more this offseason.
I agree. Because I was about to ask you, in what world you think you're finna have that bad of a year?
No, I'm not saying you're going I mean, he could have a down year. Like that's like,
No, but in order to lose that contract, he would have to really, really shit the bed.
Yeah, that's true. He would have to play significantly under.
Like crazy.
Or, knock on wood, some unfortunate injury.
And even then, I hope the Warriors would do rebound. But then again, it's a business, so I'm not sure.
Do we all have OKC as a top 5 team?
They were so.
It was some teams I didn't put
That's
in.
why I was like,
I can't say that because I put Dallas at 1. Like they were probably.
I don't think that's very obvious.
Dallas is probably going
I
to be
didn't
my
have
most
Dallas as my top 5.
my watch team. They were my number 1 team.
Okay, not mad at that.
Especially because they have Klay Thompson now. I'm very excited to see that. Second year from Dereck Lively. His aggression from what I saw in preseason, I'm very intrigued by that, especially if he's going to be posting up and being aggressive like that. That's something that gives them a whole different look, especially when you're talking about them being one-dimensional with the lobs and like the little dump. Now they have a whole different way to utilize him to where you can't really, for instance, the Celtics, they played a way to where they just pretty much said, we're going to eliminate all these damn lobs to Lively. If he could implement this into his game where he's posting up and being aggressive, now you got to send double teams. Now, and also he's a great passing big to where now he can make plays. I think he's evolving his game to where he's really going to help become a very nice threat within this offense to where it's not also all one-dimensional.
Schematically, if you're coaching you're opposing the
obviously
Mavericks.
Schematically,
if there's what does Dereck Lively have to do for him to warrant a double team in your eyes?
He would have to be dominant. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Dereck Lively
he could score 30 to 40.
That's
I'm not
not
doubling
as
him.
well.
I'm not.
No, but I'm
He's not
saying
getting
if he has a smaller guy on him constantly, and before he wasn't really taking advantage of it, he was just coming to set.
He's not getting no double teams.
But if he's constantly just being aggressive, catching the ball at the rim and just dunking.
Well, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, he is not getting double.
Yeah, no, he's probably not.
I'm more interested.
I'm just saying,
unless you're doubling off PJ Washington.
I'm just saying he's more so just being an aggressive big.
I see what you're saying.
And forcing the defense to have to respect him.
Mm-hmm. But I think that he already has so much respect going into your number 2 because he's one of the premier lob threats with one of the best lob throwers of all time.
Yeah, no, the lob threat thing will always be there. But now he's at a whole nother dimension of him sealing off, getting the ball, making one quick move, and getting to his bucket.
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
I think that's just
He wasn't doing that at all really last year.
I don't think he has to.
It's great to have it, though.
It's great to have a lot of shoot some threes too, damn it.
He was 1 for 1 in the finals, baby.
It's good to have everything, but I don't think this shit makes sense.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I can't get behind just yet.
What?
He had 1 3-pointer in the finals, and now they're trying to tell us that he's been working on this offseason shooting, which is great. Don't get me wrong.
But I don't think at Duke. He
came
into the league as a prospect who was going to be able to step out.
I just don't expect him to be able to do that.
I'm okay with what Dereck Lively gave you. If he just continues to do that, I think it's nothing wrong with adding to the game, but it has to make sense into the team. Like Mike said, you got Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. In what world are we hey,
let's throw it down to the Lively?
Fuck out of it.
I mean, I do like the early ones, like Anthony Davis and LeBron do it a lot, where it's just the early post up for a quick bucket, but that's
he's
basically
not Anthony
it.
Davis.
No, but
he fast to run down the court and get a nice
he's
little
running down the
size
court
difference.
and
But other than that, I'm not looking at him
get
like
that quick
that.
seal, layup.
Well, I mean,
that's way less.
That's every big in the NBA.
I was gonna say that's routine at that point.
I'm talking about
every big should be able to do that.
Offense running through. I just don't see that, and I don't see no team saying we're going to double team him in any circumstance.
I shouldn't have used the word double team.
I
think double team was a.
I'm more interested in seeing just how incorporated Klay Thompson is, in the regular season.
I'm just saying that so that Dereck Lively don't get.
Well, they already got him as a 57th best player in the fucking association.
I just want to calm down a little bit because I don't think he's doing anything bad. Obviously he's not doing anything bad, but if we continue to get more of what he did last year, it won't be a bad thing. If he's just a legitimate premier lob threat, crashing the glass, that is fine. Yeah. We do not need left hooks, drop steps. We don't need isolations. We don't need any of that shit.
Some of the best bigs play the simplest games, bro.
great, but like, huh?
That's what some of the best bigs play the simplest games. That's why
Yes.
Kevin Durant was like, man, we just need a big that's gonna run the flow.
That's his appeal to me, is that he has a simple game.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Dereck Lively. It's just
Yeah.
simple. You know what you're gonna get. You can count on it every single night, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
I'm more interested to see like how Klay Thompson's incorporated, and not saying
Seriously.
because it's either like I want to see it more so as is like, is he just taking the shots that kind of Derrick Jones Jr. was getting? Obviously, he's gonna get more. He's Klay Thompson, but like, or are we actually gonna have some sets and stuff ran for Klay Thompson so he gets open looks?
Yeah, he's not. In my opinion, based on what I would just expect, he won't be the corner sitter that Derrick Jones Jr. was. At least I pray, because I feel like you're not maximizing who Klay Thompson is as a player.
Right,
if
he
it's
needs
not
to get
a
his shots
movement
up.
shooting. We'll see. I trust that they'll figure it out. And I trust that it'll be okay. I don't care that he shot so poorly in the preseason. Klay Thompson always shoots 35% in the first month of the year, and then he shoots 42% every other month. So, again, like I said with the Julius Randle shit, who's a historically slow starter, same thing with Klay Thompson. Let's not overreact when he does have the 0 for 5 night for
Let's
3.
hope we don't get it. Let's hope we come out the
True.
gates guns blazing.
But
shit.
11-year
Come on.
sample size, say
I'm excited.
October and November.
I'm
New
excited for the
team,
game
Santa Warriors,
in
so.
November versus the Warriors.
Oh, is it that early?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Oh, is
had
it an
asked-
in-season tournament game?
in Golden State?
I think it's an in-season tournament game.
I don't know where it's at. They had asked him about, what do you think about Draymond trash talking to you when you play in November? And he said, I forgot what Klay Thompson said. Actually. I actually forgot. But I know Draymond said he was going to run. Draymond said he was going to run.
Right, I was very interested.
Draymond said he was going to run through Klay Thompson's chest when they
Right.
play. But I forgot what Klay's response
Everybody
was.
want to be cold. Everybody want to be cold. Run through his chest. Run through his chest. All right. Yeah, with your track record, you run through his chest, you're getting ejected,
He's
buddy.
not finna run through shit. Another team for me is the Phoenix Suns. Super.
They were number 2 for me.
Okay, same, because my number 1, I think, is an obvious one too,
Your
but it's
Knicks?
not as obvious as it's not as obvious like OKC. I think everybody is gonna say OKC.
I just did a video where I was like,
I fake hate OKC.
elaborate.
They just so damn good. It's not one of those like I'm hating on them. It's just like, damn, y'all just do y'all shit so well.
Okay.
That's understandable.
You never been to OKC.
Hopefully, I never will be in OKC.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
What is there to do other than watch the Thunder?
That's all you need to do.
They come here once a year.
So
I haven't actually seen Shea once. Was that 2 years ago?
the all white
Where at?
playoff crowd.
Where at?
Here. I just
Oh, you did say here.
I've never been to OKC either. I was lied, but it's not like I hate them. I just think that I'm just jealous.
They just got the perfect life right now.
Yeah.
Superstar,
Super nice.
17
I people
first
be
round
hating on Jalen Hurts.
because he's so good looking and he's a great quarterback. With
Yeah,
well, I don't know. I haven't watched him.
They be
enough.
hating on Jason Tatum too
they do.
for the same reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah. Phoenix, they got 2 guards now. I think they got some chips on their shoulder. I think everything is going smooth. That Kevin Durant might sign an extension. Or they talking about extension and everything. That was exciting to hear. You know, I'm a big D Book fan. I think there's something there. And I hope that they pop off in the right way because it would only make the Western Conference that much juicier.
So I just did my conference standings predictions, and I took a couple shots. I feel like it would have been lame to be like, oh, this team's a 2 seed last year. They're going to be the 2 seed again.
right.
One of my biggest shots was that the Suns finished top 2 in the Western Conference regular
Top
season
2?
last.
See, that would be nice.
That would be
That's
nice.
the type of curveball we
I would love
need.
to see that.
Yeah.
My other shot was about the Miami Heat, but then as I continued through the episode, I'm like, I
What was the
actually
shot?
do like the Miami Heat avoid the play-in, and they're above that. But then I'm like, that means they're over the Pacers and the Magic. I
Hell
can't get
no.
there. I can't get there. Even though I did lock their over. I already bet on that one. I locked their over. 44.5, still not enough for the Miami Heat.
Then my last number 1 team is the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I got Minnesota in my
Yeah.
top 5 as well.
It's hard not to have Anthony Edwards as like your most. That's like the one guy to want to.
I love their team. I love
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards too, but I just really
I
like their
had
team.
Philadelphia down,
You might have to change it.
but I'm gonna change it because it's like, bro, we
Yeah.
can't even get the first game where it's
Yeah.
everybody
First week
playing.
of Joel
I feel
is
that.
Yeah.
out.
That's nasty.
Yeah, but Nas Reed is a guy that
Come on, man.
I've become a very big
Come
fan
on, man.
of as of
Big
late.
jelly.
Come on, man.
Like-
Big Jelly.
I
Undrafted,
loved
by the way.
how when Jamal Crawford was doing the commentator, he was like, he kind of recognized everything.
Oh,
He was
he
like,
did?
he's like, yeah, he's like, man, he played with the guard, he played with the look guards.
My
That's he
guy,
from Jellyfin.
yeah.
I was like, that's Jamal Crawford talking hoops right there.
Yeah.
That's so great because sometimes you see those type of things on social media and those dudes just don't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nas made it, man.
He's
and
the
one
one
of the
Jelly
best
fam
players.
guy in the league.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what made me a fan because he in high school he used to be on some guard shit, And I'm like, this is crazy.
I'm gonna have to make a Nas Reed bill.
No, Nas Reed.
I've tried. It's just tough because
you
at
can't
6'9".
make this handle like that. Yeah.
When I interviewed Nas Reed, he was saying that he was a guard. He said, I'm a guard, but I just happen to be big.
Oh,
And that's the way he plays basketball.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Ontario. Ontario put me on to him. Ontario like, you rock with Big Jelly? I'm like, who is Big Jelly? This is he in high school. He like, man, Nas Reed he big too. I'm thinking he talking
He be
about
hitting
big
that
guard.
in and out quick as
No,
hell.
that in and out is crazy, bro.
I'm thinking he talking about big guard. You know, like, no, this dude is really a big man. And then he went to LSU, and I'm like, okay.
When they play him at the 5, he be like, and the other bigs cannot keep up with him. He be just like blowing bounds.
I like
on the
his
perimeter.
jump shot too. His jump shot,
Yeah. Jump
very,
shot's
very
smooth.
pretty. I seen him, and I brought up the interview because he's acting like he didn't remember you.
He probably don't. He was
And
driving
that's what I
home from
told
the
him. I said
practice facility.
I said you was driving. He's like, oh, I do remember
You
that.
seen him talking about the story with James Johnson?
So, yeah, James Johnson is a real one.
For
that.
real.
For
Did
real.
you see it?
I didn't hear the story. Tell me
So
about it.
basically, when he first got to Minnesota, whatever, James Johnson took him and one other person shopping. I forget who he's talking about, but like he basically
Shopping spree. You got
shopping spree. He basically went up to the like James Johnson's like, get whatever you want. So he grabbed like a stack of things, whatever. He said it cost like $1,000. James Johnson was like, that's it. So he went back. He got more. It was like 2,000. He was like, come on, bro, like 30. He's like, man, we
Damn.
ended up getting like 30 bands worth of stuff. And he was like,
James Johnson told him, don't ever pull out your wallet around me.
yeah.
Wow.
So that was the
A
coolest
real
story.
vet. It's a real
Real
vet.
vet for sure.
Hey, James Johnson, that's what I'm talking about. Round of applause for James Johnson, man. Round of applause.
Because he was talking, he's like, man, I was finna go in there, maybe get like a nice little pair of shoes for $1,000 or whatever, but nothing crazy. And then for him to walk out with all that is like, that's
And then shit like that is what make the vet say, no, I'm gonna spend 30 racks because he went in there modest at first.
Yeah.
Now, if you go in there and you get the 30 racks at first, now I'm telling you put some shit back. Because what you think this is. Now you out here acting, you know what I'm saying? But when somebody come in, you like, hey, man, get whatever you want. And they're like, all right, I'll just take a little beverage. Like, no, bro, you can get a meal. And, you know what I'm saying? But somebody start off like, yeah, I'm going to get the 2 meals, a cheese fry. I'm going to get this cake for later. Hell no. Darrick. I'm just
It just came out that the Warriors inquired about Cat, but the trade didn't go anywhere by the Athletic.
So why do we
Hey, that would have been a pretty cool little team right there.
tell
I don't know what
tell
they
me the
give up.
breakdown?
Yeah, I don't know what they give
Jonathan Kuminga, what,
Probably.
Andrew Wiggins goes back.
Oh,
You
Has
got to
to-
make the
has
money,
to,
man.
yeah.
yeah,
has to go back.
he has the money.
Loon
yeah.
Dog has to be in there because of his money. But Draymond and Cat as a front court is something I would be interested in. That's all.
Oh,
That-
hell
that
yeah.
as
would
long as
be-
they not fighting, they good.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I also had the Knicks as in my top 5 watchabilities for this upcoming season.
What else said?
I had Knicks too.
The last team I had was the Orlando Magic.
Ooh, Orlando
Also-
Magic.
I love the defense too with them. Like them and the Rockets defensively, they gonna muck up the game. They gonna make it real gritty.
No
They gonna do it all.
Cavaliers?
You said who?
No
the Cavaliers?
Cavaliers?
I thought about the Cavs.
Yeah,
I did.
I just for them, Paolo Banchero is such an intriguing piece.
Paolo Banchero.
I don't even know why my
Yeah.
tongue twisted right there. But Paolo Banchero is such an intriguing piece. Like he has such a great second-year jump. Watching his third year, I'm just so damn excited to watch it because he even has that confidence that like the whole East got better, but I got better. So now he's saying that they gotta play me still. So he feel like they also gotta go through him in order to get to where they want to go.
Can I reverse this question? Of like
The worst teams to watch because I got 5.
they're going to suck,
Oh.
but you're going to tune in because there could be something there.
Pr-
Maybe not for the 82 game season,
Yeah.
but
Spurs.
Spurs are in the 8 tier for me.
Hornets.
Hornets is
were in the
definitely
C
up
tier.
there.
I definitely want to see Cam Thomas.
I want to see some Jalen Johnson. So the Hawks.
I kind of want to see Cade Cunningham of what he do.
See, that's
Oh,
for
sure.
sure. That's
Yeah,
for
sure.
sure.
The Pistons, they
Especially with
could
Tobias Harris now
ruin that
being
for
there.
me real
They got a
quick.
new coach, a new system.
Yeah.
You know, she got some shooters.
A coach that actually want to coach.
That
Monty
shit,
want to coach. He coaching his son.
Most of these,
He definitely want to be in Detroit.
which is pretty. I saw people talking shit about it. That's a really cool story.
Yeah, no,
to me
I love
personally.
that about. I love that
They,
for
a
Monty.
lot of people don't know that Monty Williams' wife passed away too.
Yes.
So his family and his kids.
Oh, wow, that's
he passed
sad.
away like
abruptly
years ago.
too.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like she was sick.
Like
It
a
was-
car crash, I
yeah.
believe. So
Yep.
Being closer to family
I don't
after
understand
that?
the Monty
Yeah.
Williams hate. You know what I'm saying? He told them they didn't want to. If anything, hate the Pistons. He
No,
didn't
yeah.
want to coach, and then they came back with an offer and said, "No, you're going to coach." And he did what any person would do and said,
Oh yeah, I can't.
"You
turn
know
down
what?
his money.
Come on."
Imagine you're a senior in high school and you hoop good enough to make the team, but you're not like a hooper, and your fucking coach is Monty Williams, who coached in the NBA Finals 3 years
Right?
ago.
You like, damn. Y'all and that motherfucker watching the film for real, for synergy. He breaking down y'all tape on synergy.
Could be great for the best player over there, whoever it might be.
But imagine if you're a guy who takes basketball serious, incoming freshman, and now you got somebody that could develop
program,
you.
yeah.
Woo-wee!
Yeah.
Another team that might suck that Portland, I'm still gonna be very locked into just because Scoot
You want
Henderson.
them to suck good? What is Shaden Sharp?
Shaden Sharp he's out for like 6 to 8 weeks.
How long do you think
like,
that lasts? Because I think a lot of these bad teams I'm also interested in early, but I don't know if I'll be watching them much by December.
It ain't
Well,
lasting
it
anything
lasts
for the Blazers because they got Shaden Sharp is hurt.
Well, then once he comes back, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a
Resurgence.
reinjection.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's like
I'm definitely excited. Those 3 guards are very intriguing. They all could pop off any night. You don't know who night it's gonna be.
I'm actually excited to watch DeAndre Ayton this year.
Really?
Yes.
I'm actually.
I'm always a
I'm
Jeremy.
kinda
I thought you was
excited
more
for that whole
on
team.
Donovan Clingan.
I no, Donovan Clingan is the guy, but DeAndre Ayton's still a good player. We talked about him last episode, so we need to go back into it. But like,
Also,
he's
got
also
the,
shooting.
Would you rather have dominating or clean Kong?
Clean Kong.
Easily.
Yeah. What a name.
Is
That's
that
a
a
dope
Twitter?
nickname.
Did you come up with that? Was
No,
that
I did not come up with that.
oh, I thought you was cooking up
Clean
some.
Kong is pretty damn good,
We
bro.
should have told him you did.
He was going to ask you to make him a rap name or something.
Hell yeah. He said, did you come up with that? When that was my voice got high, they
They're excited.
yeah.
No, that was fire. I
Yeah.
might have to start calling him that now.
Yeah, a lot of people in the world are.
Y'all don't got any. If y'all don't got no teams, I got some made up awards for y'all for the season.
Listening.
All right, first one up. Silence the Critics Award. Player who overcomes constant disrespect from either social media or sports media.
I'm going to say the
Oh.
silence to disrespect winner is Jason Tatum.
He's one of my candidates I got up here.
I have Jimmy Butler as the winner.
The disrespect for Jimmy Butler is his fucking manager, the owner of the guy that's really controlling stuff. Like, who else is talking bad about Jimmy Butler?
Let's dive into him though. Jason Tatum.
Oh, Jason Tatum won a championship, did all the stuff, and they called him corny because he was celebrating.
Yeah.
He didn't win Finals MVP as the best player on the team. He shot pretty damn bad on the road to the finals and even worse in the finals. And then he got to the Olympics and he didn't play for majority of it. And then that was a whole conversation. And it was like, with him winning a championship, you expect the offseason to be like this beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't think it was and you mentioned social media, so that's where I'm going with it. In the realm of social media, after you win a fucking championship, remember Giannis was considered overrated and then he got a ring. Jokic, I don't think anybody ever called him overrated, but it's like adding that ring solidifies you in the top or whatever. That didn't happen for Jason Tatum. So I think he's going to silence him.
I think a big reason why social media in the world isn't giving him that respect is partly because he didn't win Finals MVP as being the best player on the team.
But I think because I think when we watched that, we all thought it was a toss up. It could have been him.
Yeah.
It could have been. I think
Those
even if he
conversations
did
happened
win it,
before that. Yeah.
I think even if he did win it, the conversation still stay because the numbers are the numbers more than anything.
And I think people have aligned themselves on social media to see him as a punching bag.
Yeah.
Because everybody is
Unfortunately,
so cool. Everybody is so, and it's like that'd be the funny thing. Everybody's so cool, but then you see these people. You don't even have a profile picture. You're not even confident enough to show your face, but you got all of the answers.
But it's
like, I
getting
can't
bad
take it
on Twitter,
serious.
bro.
Yeah.
It's getting bad on Twitter for like just negativity in sports. And I had to tweet about it with like the Muses accounts, and now they have like the Centel accounts, and it's honestly not doing nobody no good.
They got me on once for college basketball. I didn't even know they did that for college basketball.
I blocked.
I've seen that.
I blocked
that.
those accounts.
I know, I've just been blocking them. I've just been blocking them.
I didn't know because I didn't know what happened in college basketball.
Why do I need to follow a Lakers Centel?
No, you don't.
So I can get fake news.
Yeah, you don't.
Dalton Connect got tricked.
You know what's crazy?
That was a fake account. That's a parody. That wasn't even Dalton Connect's account. That's
That
fake.
was a fake. See, yeah,
You can buy
everything is fake.
verification.
Nobody has a real account anymore.
Everything is fake on social media.
But you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of those pages follow us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'll see it go viral and I'll click on it and be like follows you, and I'm like,
The worst part is that
follows me.
it's all like recycled stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking gifs from last year. You just put a new title on. It's
Kawhi
not
got
funny.
hurt because he showed that dude how to put. He showed Jay Larry nigga how to put a do-rag on.
do-rag on,
and
yeah.
say he got hurt.
Yeah, it's not. I think we're just not the target demo anymore. That's all.
Nah.
Like if I was in high school, I'm sure that stuff would be kind of funny to me, but I'm almost 30, so it's not.
I don't know. I hate fake news.
Because back then, bro, I was posting the LeBron zero rings memes on
No,
Facebook.
no. That's
The memes-
that's
the memes
different.
are
That's
fine.
funny. But I'm talking about
The fake news.
yeah, faking
Oh,
like Tracy
oh.
McGrady got traded was never gonna hit for me. I was never gonna be like, ha, ha,
And you know,
ha.
if you go on Facebook, people do believe that fake
Yes, they
news.
Yes,
do.
they do.
All the
They
time.
buy into the fake news.
And
crazy.
they buy into the AI generated fucking
Yes.
pictures and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you can't
I
ta-
don't-
that dude has 7 fingers.
Bro, it'd be so funny when you see a
It's
it'd be
so
it'd be a
bad, bro.
fake ass post, and people in the replies be like, "Bro, how could he say it?" Like it had the one post about Vic. It was like Vic don't like American women because they only like guys that's 6 feet tall and have a lot of money. It's just like some goofy shit like that. And people was hating on Vic in the comments. I was like, "This is not real."
Because they'd take Nipsey Hussle picture and it'll be something
Some
like
generic ass quote.
And Nipsey got on like Instagram was like, bro, if you see a picture saying some soft ass shit, Nip Hussle did not say
That's
that.
my
Not
favorite
possible.
thing. Be like,
I'm about to see if I can find it, bro.
that's my favorite thing. Where they be like, "I did not say this quote
Like
right
what
here."
the hell? It's a hardcore picture of Nipsey, and it's a if she love you and she tell you to fall back, that mean you gotta go hard.
That's some Facebook ass
You
shit.
can't lose a good woman. I know that shit was pissing him off. Hey, some dude yesterday when me and you was tweeting, he was just trying to get some attention. And he was saying some crazy shit. I'd be like, why y'all do that? Cause it's a new me. I'm older. I'm almost 30. I'm not finna be doing that no more. But you an easy target. I could have just blew your whole spot up. Like your mentions would still be going on right now. Before you be talking crazy, make sure you don't stay in no glass house. That's all I'm gonna say.
I posted this one on Facebook back when I was younger.
What'd it say?
It's a Kid Cudi.
Bro,
one.
it's Kid Cudi, and it says, a weirdo is someone who follows their heart. I'm definitely weird. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What year is it? How
That way
old am I?
posted that with that.
2012. So that makes me what? 15, 16 years old.
You're a junior, right? No, you're a sophomore.
Sophomore.
We really used to do the truth is post. Would you delete it if you ain't getting no likes?
No, because I do got memories of me not getting likes.
All right.
You know, it used to be annoying when you do a truth is and it's a bunch of likes. Because you used to do it for that one or
One
two
person.
person.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
And then you get the 8 likes. And for like, oh, I gotta fake and do this shit for you. Truth is, you nice, you cool.
We got third period together. We ain't ever talked before.
No, what's
We
crazy
should chat
is-
more
we
though.
should chat.
What's crazy is when you like it and they don't even give you one.
That's all like
That
you
has never
think.
sound
happened.
like- yeah,
That
it
has
sound
never
like that was-
happened. I've never did that and somebody didn't do one.
Oh, hell
Hey.
no.
It's happened to me a lot.
I see, because that shit on the top of your brain.
He waiting up to 3
You ever
a.m.
see
for that
somebody
post.
that didn't understand truth is?
What you mean?
Man, truth is, you cool, you fine, I eat your ass. Like, wait, what? It's always,
Hey,
it was
Bro,
always,
they used to be on somebody like post
yes,
too or
and the
whatever.
auntie could see it. Yeah.
Matter of fact, never mind. We talk after the show. Just know somebody in the friend group was that guy.
They sit on this panel?
No, hell
No.
okay.
I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his whole
Yeah, I was
thing.
finna say, it's always one person
always
who
one.
just like crossed the line publicly.
Next award, Vet of the Year excludes max players. Like obviously, if you got an old Kevin Durant, he can't be Veteran of the Year.
Chris Paul's probably the favorite to win this award. Victor Wembanyama and those other dudes over there.
I'm trying to think of anybody.
What
else.
is it, the award?
A
Veteran of the Year.
Tobias Harris could be on
Oh,
the running.
I think that's
Yeah.
a really good one.
That's a very
And
good one. Then
I know we
Tobias.
talking about like people that can kind of redeem themselves last episode.
Mhm.
He could
Could
do
be
that a
him
little
too.
bit in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yes.
Bring some positivity back to him.
If Steven Adams is playing, he could also win this award.
Even if he's not, I feel like he'd be a good locker room guy.
I'm gonna go Russell Westbrook.
Not mad
like
at that
that.
one either.
Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook.
I feel like Mike Conley could have won this last year.
Yes, he probably is the winner last year. Let's
Yeah.
overthink
Kyle
it.
Lowry. I feel like Kyle Lowry's always a guy that can always win this award.
But he just don't
He
be on
does-
those young teams like
He's a
that.
Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
lot of guys there.
True.
Next award is Impact Player of the Year. Player on a new team who makes the most impact in helping their team succeed.
Paul George comes to mind immediately
Right.
just because he is the
Hopefully he's
multi-time
playing.
All-Star going to a team that kind of needs exactly what he brings to the table. KCP.
KCP's a good one.
KCP is coming to a team who was bottom of the league in three-point shooting. He's now a guy that consistently
Vet of the
throughout his
year
career-
candidate.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, veteran of the year. Yeah, he shoots 40%.
I think some
He done-
people in OKC, either
Oh,
Alex
I was
Caruso
thinking
or
Alex Caruso.
Isaiah Hardenstein, can
Yeah.
really make a lot of impact.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
100%
for impact.
thinking
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only thing is, I feel like even if they
They was
didn't have
already
them,
good.
OKC was going to win 50-plus games. I guess you can't really see till, I guess, playoffs.
Right.
But
I think Alex Caruso holds a lot of his value.
I'm gonna say
In
Karl
April,
Anthony
no doubt.
Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. I think he makes the Knicks offense super, super, super good.
Mm-hmm. Next award. Obviously, we're not there yet, but should have been an All-Star award. We kind of got a gauge of who's going to be on All-Star, but probably Sabonis was that guy last year, or I guess maybe Sengun.
I'm trying to think of who. Yeah, because you got to think about who will make it and who will be snubbed, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw
Maxey might be it.
I feel like Maxey gonna make it.
Maxey would get it over Paul George.
Yeah. I guess it depends at that time.
So maybe it's Paul George.
Yeah.
Trey Young.
I think one of this.
I was thinking him or LaMelo.
Yeah, Trey Young was an injury replacement last year, right? Same thing with Scotty Barnes.
Trey Young.
I would pray that Trey Young just gets in, but now you got other people coming out from out west to over east. Like
you
Paul
also
George.
still have Halliburton, Maxey, Dame,
Brunson.
Brunson.
True. Kobe White is in there.
K. Cunningham could have a year. LaMelo.
Yeah. One of those young guards is not gonna make it. Most of those young guards won't make it.
Yeah. Not literally impossible.
Yeah.
And then last one, budget player of the year. Player who provides the most bang for their buck on their contract.
I'm like, these are some very good awards, brother. You cooked up.
And again, probably not like lottery picks because, I mean, if you got a year one or two player and on a small contract, obviously it's a budget.
I'm going to go back to OKC and say Alex Caruso. $9 million annually for what he does is pretty damn elite when you look at the other good role players across basketball and what they get. So I would probably go AC. I'm trying to think if there's some.
Wasn't TJ McConnell contract released?
Tyus Jones signed a contract for $5 million.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
He's going up to a starting point guard role for a team.
So I can't use a young player, right?
Yeah, he said no rookie scale contracts.
Okay,
That's a good one, though.
But
Derek.
I think,
I like that
who
one.
are you trying to aim? Who are you looking at?
Alabama Carroll was giving you more than 12
Oh,
million.
yeah. I was going to say, yeah.
Crazy.
Not no like lottery pick.
What
or
is
something.
Denny's contract?
Denny, I just seen him. He's making 15.
Yes,
Denny is a guy he's giving
Only
you
reason
more
I
bang
think
for your
is they're
buck.
probably going to be a lottery team. So it's like, yeah, he's going to have a good season, I believe. It's like, how impactful is it? That's why I went to like the top teams.
My two are Dante DiVincenzo at 11.4.
That's a perfect one.
And then I'm going to also go Aaron Nesmith at 11 million.
It's a good one as well.
Also, I think a guy like Harrison Barnes, he might not statistically do a crazy amount, but he's going to be doing a lot in that locker room to helping these young guys develop, and he's also going to teach them how to win basketball games along with Chris Paul. So both of them in that locker room, they're going to actually give you a lot more return on your investment because they instill and winning culture into those young players.
Fontecchio only makes $7 million too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought he signed for a little bit more than that.
After
Are y'all
that,
Vic Krejci fans?
Vic Krejci?
I can't.
Yep.
Get it. I
Yep.
can't. That little stretch
Big
he had
Vic
last year was
Krejci.
cool, but
Because I'd look at Simone Fontecchio and Vic Krejci in like the same group of like, that's a really good role player that I want to see play.
Fontecchio a little bit better.
No, I just mean like really good role
Oh,
player that I
okay.
want to see play for a good team.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I just like Vic Krejci because when he did have his game, he was like showboating.
Yeah,
in it.
he'll
was
talk it.
he was
definitely will.
talking.
Him and well, I guess Bogey don't talk it that much in the NBA. He's a talker once he plays.
Nah,
for
he
certain-
be talking that low key. He be talking that talk.
How old is Bogey? If you had to guess, guessing, 28.
Wait, what?
You probably know, so I'm asking him. How old is Bogey?
27.
He's 32 years old,
32
y'all.
years old. Is
Damn.
that because we play 2K?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
That's crazy. He doesn't even look 32.
That's what I'm
either.
saying. I feel like he ain't even around
But
long
when he
enough to be
came
32.
in, he
Yeah.
wasn't.
He was already older.
fresh face rookie.
Yeah, because he
I ain't gonna say
when
already
he
old, but
the Kings
older.
it's not like he was like he
He
was
had to come
19
over.
on the Kings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that, but like, dang, dude, he's already. That's old. That's NBA old.
Nah, because if you put a picture of him and then Kevon Looney, who you gonna think is older?
Hey, Kevon Looney lost a lot of weight, man.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
He
Hair
looking like
long?
the high school Kevin Durant that they was
Face
talking about.
shaved.
Yeah, but yeah, Kevon Looney looks older for sure. Yeah, he's 32 years old.
Kevon
Man.
Looney or Xavier Tillman?
Tillman not only look old, he like 25 with 4 kids.
He move old.
He been
He
married
built
since
like
he was
he just
18. It's just like, damn, he moved like very fast. Shout
Well,
out
we
to
was talking about how
Tillman.
THC just looked like he a vet.
Yeah, and he's 23.
THC literally looks like he's 30
And
something
he
years
plays
old.
like it too.
Yes, he
Big
does.
body, shoulder into you. Some dude on Twitter hit me up saying, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And his at was, THT is off my team. He said he was sorry because the Bulls officially signed
him on the last
THT.
time, yeah.
I'm like, damn, was it that bad? I don't even remember it being that bad.
I mean, with the Lakers, it wasn't really bad.
They did rank him over Shea in that Bleacher Report article.
Yeah, because he had that one stretch where he was getting like, he was flirting with like triple
always
doubles
a
and
damn
stuff like that.
stretch
He
in
just
the
had a
NBA.
stretch. But other than that, it's like he can't play next to LeBron no more.
Speaking
so
of
it don't
stretch,
matter.
I was trying to make a build named Stretch, where he was just gonna be long and lanky.
Do it.
I did, but I ain't love it. I liked it.
You need to copy D Mills' build because he got that real one.
I know I made it.
Hey, just know we're excited for the start of this NBA season. Now we transition to the Unplugged. People were mad at us last week because we didn't give them no fantasy football minutes.
Let's start off with that.
Let's start
we
off
can
with
start
that
off with
I
fantasy
just led the
football.
league in scoring. Nothing new. Mike talked all that shit just for me to not even have to check my phone.
Was it close? Because I know Lamar gave you a game, so I
Was
didn't
it-
know if
was
it
it
was
close?
Derrick Henry started.
wasn't
Derrick
close.
It wasn't
Henry's
close?
fast.
Derrick Henry is the
Oh,
greatest.
I didn't know he had him on the team. I didn't know who Pierre had.
Derrick Henry is the greatest
Oh.
blessing that Reese has ever given me for free. I mean, damn, he gave me Derrick Henry and did he give me St. Brown?
Yes.
So yeah, like I mean, shout out to Reese Pieces.
I beat Reese this week.
What was that deal? What the
Yeah, I was
fuck
gonna
was he
say,
I
doing?
gave
what
him
is he
Mike
doing?
Evans. I gave
Who's
him a lot.
out? Who just got
Mike
injured
Evans,
yesterday?
Cooper Cup. I gave him a lot of
Who's
shit.
also injured. Well, he's coming back. Cooper Cup's coming back.
Yeah, but I got rid of those guys at the right time
Yeah. Mike Evans pulled that hammy yesterday, and I was
after
like,
scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
But
oh no,
Chris
I think he dropped that
Chris
ball, didn't he?
Godwin. No, he scored a touchdown.
He scored his touchdown, and then he hurt himself in
On a
in
different play.
Yeah, in a
That's what
different
I'm
play.
thinking about.
Chris Godwin is the one where it's like he got carted off.
Yeah.
But it's always a great week when Breece Hall and Derrick Henry go for 25, 26 points apiece. St. Brown gave me a nice week. Kyler Murray had a 44-yard touchdown that gave me a nice boost.
I
And
lost
then,
this week. I'm no longer.
yeah, you got
undefeated.
your ass kicked.
You don't want
right?
Baker
No,
Mayfield?
I lost by 8.
Oh, okay.
You want
I
Baker
do want
Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield, but your price is a little bit
I,
too steep.
I'll be
That's
willing to. I'll be willing to drop the price.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You had one of those weeks where,
all. Where Jaden Daniels got injured and ended up with 5
boom,
points.
Jaden McDaniels got injured and
Not Jaden McDaniels.
Tyreek Hill.
I
Jaden
googled Jaden McDaniels thinking about Jaden Daniels. Like, oh wait, what am I doing?
And Tyreek Hill gave you 1 point.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
was
like,
a toss up between do I start him or Achan?
I feel you because I
'Cause-
had 2 losses where it's just like,
Tyreek
holy
Hill
shit.
gave you 1 point.
Yeah, I mean he got
Yeah,
one
catch.
target,
1 catch, 8 yards.
I didn't even. Damn.
2 targets. Yeah.
Jalen Waddle had 1 catch, 11 yards. That was just a tough week for Dolphin manager.
But guess 2 was back, man. At least supposedly.
and he's
he
not
was back.
wearing a padded.
Which, I mean, it's his decision, obviously, but you know, I knew I wasn't gonna go undefeated the whole season. There were some good teams.
No, yeah.
you know?
I'm always in favor of
and
getting
we
that,
got each other this week.
getting that L out the way.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
think he's
longer,
a fool if you worried about going undefeated.
that's
the
what I'm
whole
saying. Get that
season.
L out the way so you ain't really got to think about it.
That is.
And I'd rather
crazy.
lose like this than lose like some other people in the league. Like again, my number 1 pick gave me nothing,
I lost to
and then
John.
my quarterback got injured.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's tough.
Yeah, I lost to one of the worst teams in the league. so that
One
was
of
a
my
bad
2
loss.
losses come from John. He had the best week his team ever
That's
gave him.
crazy.
I was really just one GM move away from being on a 4-game win streak. That's
What was that move?
starting Allen Lazard last week against
Oh.
Mike, and I win.
See, I feel I mean, you can't live like that because like Javonte
Yeah.
Williams gave me 25 on my
Yeah,
bench.
no.
Never
And
could have expected him
Alan
to do that.
Lazard is a guy who they played primetime again.
Yeah.
And I betted on him, and he didn't play bad, but
Yeah, he only had 4 catches, 58 yards. He had one big one though, late in that game for like 20.
how many
something.
fantasy points did it turn into?
It's 7.8. 7.8.
That's actually not
I
that
was
bad. He
excited.
Just ain't get a
But
touchdown.
Nick Chubb is back.
He is back.
He's making it very tough for me to make a decision on like, do I start him?
He
or
scored,
Swift?
right?
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah.
But
They
it wasn't
playing.
efficient. He had 11 carries for 22 yards, 1 TD.
I don't care.
God
I seen that he
damn.
had cried when his when he had came back
Yeah,
because his teammates were cheering
first
for
game
him.
in a long
Yeah.
time. So I was interested to see what Garrett Wilson's productivity would look like now with
Yeah.
Vontae Adams. He got 9 targets.
Yeah.
I'll take 9 targets every week. Give it to me. 9
Yeah,
targets
Devontae
every week.
Adams wasn't on shit.
Breaking news: the Rams are reportedly open to the idea of trading star wide receiver Cooper Kupp. The Rams have been open to taking on salary to facilitate a trade, indicating that Los Angeles is genuinely thinking about doing it. This is 26 minutes.
So that means Puka Nacua going to be receiver 1.
I'm trying to think
Full
of
time.
what teams would he fit with.
I
No
mean,
idea.
anybody. He's such a great route runner.
Mhm.
Kinda
You
hard.
saw Jamison Williams?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
It's not helping my team at all.
My fault.
But I mean, I don't even think
The Jets. Jets just get all the receivers.
I'm
I
so
think
pissed.
as long as I had him though, he's only checked in once. Like he was actually in the lineup, maybe once.
Yeah, if they get another receiver, they're just not addressing the real problem. Just keep giving them wide receivers. Keep getting wide receivers. Keep
You
getting
know,
wide
it's cra-
receivers.
Mike, you had a solid week. You put up 87
He
points.
just played the best
80
team,
you just,
the
you
best
just played
scoring.
Pierre.
Yeah, and
that's all-
I also
that's
had
all that
another week in a row where I had somebody put up 0 points.
Who was that this week?
Tank Dell.
When I seen
yeah, that was tough,
when I
bro.
seen that, two things I seen Mike do.
And Zay Flowers only gave you 3.5.
Starting Tank Dell, I pop locked and dropped it. And then a tight end situation, he started Ingram over Pitts. I pop locked and dropped it again.
It's a 4-point difference.
Yeah, Pitt's been getting good volume the last couple weeks.
Pickens
Yeah,
played
he's
good
probably
now
gonna
with
be-
Russell Wilson.
Man, he
Russell
played
Wilson came
great.
back and George Pickens gave you a
Throw a
great
couple
game.
deep balls down there.
He didn't
Yeah.
start him.
And George Pickens had 21, but he just ain't been on shit.
It might be
so,
time with the new QB.
Yeah.
Might be time because Russell Wilson to take that check downfield. That was something
Yeah,
Justin
that's-
Fields was not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a
I
good
think
one.
one of the first plays he caught was like a big, like 40, 50-yard pass.
One of the ones I was at my pop's house watching it with him, and it was just like Russell Wilson's like he got to be down there somewhere. He just launched that bitch, and then he was down there. And
Yeah.
he caught it in coverage, and it's like, oh snap, that go George Pickens, man.
When is our trade deadline?
That's what I was trying to figure out too, because it's got to be happening relatively soon, right? We're already in week 8. Somebody hit the commissioner.
Bro, I got to trade Lamar, dog.
Whoa.
Because Baker's getting
I
like
would
30
take-
points a game.
I
and he's
want
just
him.
sitting on my bench.
I want him.
And it's just like, I need another star
You just got to
player.
tell me. Yeah, see, that's.
I just can't trade a star
Yeah,
for a
for a
quarterback.
QB,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it really is for me.
But
Because
this-
I'll just go get Bo Nix, who's giving me
I
18
have-
a day, and just
I
like
still
the
can't
number
believe you
1
got-
and number 3 QB.
I could.
That's
I could.
crazy.
What do you need? I could put a package together. You just have to open up your mind to understanding the.
I just want a
nuance of
solid
what's going
running
on.
back.
Oh, you want a solid running back? Yeah, I mean, I got Tony Pollard. I got Jawan Jennings. You know, Brandon Ayuk is out now, so
I got Alvin Kamara.
that only opens
He's
up
top-
things.
Oh, yeah.
RB2?
Trade me Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, y'all do
Trey,
that because
yeah,
I'm not
send that
giving.
my
No,
way
you
for-
got to give me something else too.
Yeah.
What? You don't even know what's
I
on
mean,
my
That's
team.
why I hate when he get involved in a
No,
trade.
I gotta
Because he do that and then say I need something
I-
back. I just
Who
want
is your
Lamar.
quarterback?
I just want Lamar.
quarterback currently.
TJ Stroud.
Okay, that makes sense that you would want Lamar.
He took CJ Stroud. You know, at a decent
I'm interested to
price.
hear what this trade negotiation could look like.
We'll talk about it. I
I'll
don't know.
talk to you right now. He being greedy, which I hear a lot of that
This
with
is
him.
the number 1 quarterback. You talking about I get Alvin and I'm gonna need more.
I'm giving you the number 2 running back.
Come on, bro. You can get a lot more. Like you can get a decent running back, and it's gonna give you a lot of good production.
Are
You
they gonna
can't just
give you-
find a QB anywhere that's gonna. This is the number 1 QB in the league
Are they
right
giving you
now.
Alvin Kamara's production?
Okay, that could fall off.
Let's
They
find out, actually.
need Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson gonna do this every week.
Lamar Jackson is not only the QB one, he is the player one.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Talking about he
it
need
also is
more.
skewed though because he is the fucking quarterback. So it's like
But that's the point, though. It's gonna be games where
Alvin
Alvin
Kamara
Kamara.
just gave you 5 points this week.
I know. I didn't say he was RB1.
he's RB2 right
he's
now.
RB2 now.
7
Because of last week.
overall.
But that's because of the top heavy start here. Yeah, they have 40.
He had like a 50-point.
Yeah,
he had a
50-point
50-point week.
Nobody going off that shit no more. Only you valuing that shit. What is he doing now?
You got to find somebody that also values.
What is he doing now?
15 last week, 5 the week after that.
6 before that, right?
9 before that, 20 before that. More likely than not, he's giving you double digits.
Yeah.
And he scored a touchdown in majority of his games.
I could give you multiple guys that do that at different positions. I can give you Tony Pollard, who's a double-digit guy.
He scored 4 touchdowns against Dallas week 2.
And now that's just his selling point he going to use.
He had 48 fantasy points.
He's running back too.
Well,
Where's that old damn?
With Jaden Daniels being out, I'm definitely in the market with a QB. Because my backup QB was Justin Fields,
No,
who's pretty good at fantasy, but he's not playing no more. So
Yeah.
I am currently without a QB.
Yeah, man.
I might just run it that way. Who knows?
We could give you a package of Tony Pollard, Tucker Kraft, Jawan Jennings, or Jordan Addison, and you let us know, man. We got points for days. It'll help me out too, because I be having weeks where I'm like, man, do I sit him, start him? Let us know.
Okay.
And we'll give you a quarterback back. That's what we'll do. We'll give you Kyler Murray and Tony Pollard. And you still got Kyler Murray as a running quarterback on that bench anytime you feel like, what's your boy name? Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Baker go down, or he got a back.
Because Baker Mayfield is I also I like, but he don't run as much as Kyler.
He
and
don't, but he
Lamar.
got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans out there for him.
Do we?
Well, Mike Evans is now hurt.
Well,
We don't know how long that hammy gonna be having. Hammies are so
yeah, that's the worst.
Tricky.
Hammy got to be the worst injury.
because it's so easy to re-aggravate too.
Yeah, and ain't no like the timetable is different for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like no broken bone or nothing like that. I gotta move one of these QBs because there's
Hey.
just no point.
Hey, we want Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
And just Lamar. We ain't got to do no greediness.
They just said in the chat that Godwin's leg is messed up. He done.
Yeah, you got carted off.
So injuries are so fucked up, man.
Let's talk about something, Derek.
Yeah, that's the fantasy football corner for y'all.
Let's talk about something, man.
Should I start Swift or Nick Chubb this week?
Who does Swift have?
Who does Chicago play?
The Commanders. The Commanders' run defense is pretty bad, right? Or is that their pass defense? One of their sides of the
It's
defense is
green
off.
for Swift.
Okay.
He's actually projected to get 13 fantasy points.
Who is
I
Chicago
would
going
stay
against?
safe and
The
play.
Commanders.
Oh,
That's
I
why
thought
it's so
you just said they
sad
were.
that
Yeah.
Daniels is out or most likely out because they flexed that game
Yeah.
to be a national TV game,
Two
and
rookie quarterbacks.
now it's Marcus Mariota who did look damn good in that game. Might be my fucking quarterback next week. I don't know. Not against the Bears. Never mind. Not against the Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Hannah,
How far are you?
I'm on episode 11
What is she doing? Have they had dinner yet?
with her parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like when she's making pasta.
Yep.
And he didn't know how to boil the water. And
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm well past that.
You don't know how to
Okay.
boil the water.
Bro, so I'm going to break some shit down so y'all can be in tune. Hannah is dating a dude who still lives with his parents. He's 28.
Real estate
But-
agent.
Real estate agent, but he's just with his parents. He lean on his parents a lot. Don't seem like he has to, but it's just the comfort. He's comfortable with his parents, and it's no issue to him. And she had to grow up older or do things on her own faster.
Her parents put her on her own at 18.
They cut her off. So she's a little bit more self-sufficient, right? And she knows these things, but she just make a big deal out of shit that, like, to me, if you're trying to marry somebody, it ain't that big of a deal. You get what I'm saying? And this is always a problem to me with people who be trying to date and say they have issues dating is like, her parents are even saying, like, to him, she always finds something wrong with a dude. Like, she always finds something. And her mom is telling her, like, man, your dad could chew. He might chew annoying to me, but he treat me good. It's like these little shit you be picking out. It don't hold
Oh, it's
really.
that nitpicky, chew weird. That's how
She just used an example like she is going to find something, and she getting her own way by finding these things. And her dad says the same thing. He's like, man, does he treat you right? If he treats you right, that's the main thing. All this other little shit, it ain't really gonna matter because everybody's gonna have something that
There's
you can
always
find.
a flaw.
Always gonna be a flaw, bro. She telling the man shit like this. Yeah. So how often do you think you gotta sweep or vacuum? Because I vacuum every single day. Like what?
And he was like, why would I have to vacuum every day?
And she got like a little ass apartment. It ain't like no fucking crib or nothing like that. Then she telling him like, what was she talking about with the money?
Oh, she said that she needs to be responsible with the money because she don't think he was financially literate.
Then also like his parents pay his phone bill. She like, are your parents gonna continue to pay your phone bill? He like, what did I have to do anything? I don't know.
My dad still pays my
Yeah,
phone bill.
she like, why does that matter? She like, you're 28 years old. It's just like shit. It's so cringy watching because it has nothing to do with their
With the
relationship.
actual person,
the break you get by having four
it's
phones
like,
on
who
a plane.
cares? Who literally cares?
Can you call my phone or not?
Right,
Right,
Is it on?
like
Yeah, it seems like she was jealous that they was paying his
that's
phone bill.
exactly what it seems like. It seems like there's some type of jealous is a tough word, but there's like a competitive nature in everything she's talking about with him. Then her brother come over there, and her brother is funny because her brother is gay, and her brother was making like a joke, and the dude was like, "Yeah, no, I feel you," and he said he was making a joke because he's gay. So he was like, dude was like, yeah, I haven't been with that many women. Like, I've only dated 2 women before your sister. He like, yeah, I haven't been with all the women either. And the dude was like, oh, yeah, you too? And he was like, well, like, I'm gay. Dog. Like, catch on to the joke or whatever. But even then, the sister making crazy jokes. Like, they're not jokes. They're like insults
They're like
that
jabs.
you can laugh at. And the brother is like, laughing, being a brother. But then she goes to the bathroom. The brother's like, yo, like, one of my issues with Hannah, too, is like she'll make a joke that's kind of personal, and she does that shit a lot where it kind of pissed me off. And the boyfriend was like, yeah, you see, what was the joke she made?
I can't even remember. It's been like 2 weeks since I watched that episode.
And what really pissed me off about her, she made a joke first, and then he made another joke. Well, like, man, that's tough for somebody who unemployed because I guess she's
Oh,
unemployed.
yes. Yeah, he did.
And she got mad. And the
Yes.
brother was like, yo, she does it a lot where she'll make a joke at you where she's stabbing at you, but as soon as you match her with her own shit, it's an ordeal. And he like, that's why at times me and her have to kind of be far apart because I don't like this shit. And I'm like, I'm watching this shit and it's like a whole 2-episode run where she just annoying the hell out of me, bro.
Hey,
You
wanna
know
what
what's gonna make it
drove
even
home
worse?
for me?
Talk to me.
When they was sitting down or whatever, they was talking and he was like, I feel like you don't treat me as an equal.
And she like,
And
yeah.
she was like, well, you'll get treated like an equal when you contribute like an equal. And you know what's
that
crazy?
was the craziest line.
And you know what's crazy about? She's fucking unemployed.
That was the craziest line because in what world, contributing or not, in what world would I ever try not to treat somebody like an equal, let alone my partner?
Right.
In no world, if I'm bringing a segment up here every day, that don't give me the right to not treat you like I'm treating you like less than because I just don't understand that thinking like the arrogance to say something like that out loud and like stand on it. She said that shit like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, do you hear? You're admitting that you're not treating somebody like an equal. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
There's no situation where I walk into a room, even with a stranger, and I'm just like, they less than me.
Yeah.
I don't know how people brains process like that, and people be on national TV acting like this. And she has to watch. I hope she watched that shit back and be embarrassed. I'm mad because I was rocking with her. I thought she was a sweet girl in the pods. Once they left the pods, this is a whole different person. Even where like they go out to like a situation where they go out to a party. This is just for TV. It allows all of the cast members to be in one room and kind of talk and have some type of drama. Before they go to the thing, he says, oh, this is going to be nice. People can get closure or whatever. Here she go. You need closure? Like, I don't need closure, anybody. You know why you don't need closure, motherfucker? It's because you sat up there and you had your closure in the pods with Leo, where y'all sat down, you knew you wanted to pick Nick, and you let Leo manipulate you into thinking that you needed to do another date with him when you already knew Nick was your choice. So you got your closure. So it's unfair. Now she's trying to look at him like, what you need closure for? When she literally did the same thing in the pods. And I hate that he don't know that because when they was going back and forth, he wasn't able to defend himself. Now watching a full season like us, he probably can see that now.
Also, what was crazy when...
Wait, do he know that? Because didn't Leo come out and say, he told him that her and him talked. Yeah, so I don't know why he didn't bring that up.
I think also where it all started is when they met for the first time, when they visually see each other. And she said she thought he looked differently because he said he was a football player, but he was a kicker.
Yeah.
She thought he was this 6'5", big brawly dude. And
he came out little as hell.
But he like 5'11" or so. And he looks like a kicker. He is athletically built.
Keep this in mind though.
But like he isn't the 6'5" lineman that's running through. Like that's what she thought she was getting. That's the type of dude that she's.
Now you hear that, right? Now here's the other part to the argument from the party. One of the girls he had a connection with, he had two connections, Hannah and this girl. What was her name?
Wasn't it Katie?
Katie.
I think so.
Katie somehow is best friends with Hannah. How the hell are you best friends with some people on this reality TV show? I don't know, but she's calling her bestest friend in the whole wide world is what she's saying.
Yes.
So at the party, this is him getting his closure. He ain't do nothing wrong, in my opinion. He was telling her the obvious shit that we all know. He thought she was attractive, cool. They had a connection. This is obvious shit, right? The girl, her best friend, is going up to her throughout the night telling her how fine he is.
Yeah.
Like I just gotta tell you, he cute. Yeah, like Nick is a lot cuter than I thought. He's a cutie. She's saying it throughout the night. But they also have a conversation where she's telling him real shit, like, man, we didn't go far because you had some immaturity, whatever. They having a real conversation.
He said he leads with his charm.
Yeah.
And like he's too.
He had other qualities he could have led with. And that was some real shit. That was cool. She just watching them talk. She think they over there like, man, man, if I picked 2, I would have did that. And he was definitely a little flirtatious, but it's just a part of the damn situation at the end. And they get there, and she like, what y'all talking about? He like, ain't that your best friend? You can go ask her ass. Because I don't see no big deal about it. And that was like the first time I seen him stand up for himself, but I fake think he was drunk as well. And
So he had a little bit more confidence.
yeah, because he kept going. She was like, babe, I'm just tired. We could just end it, go to sleep. He's like, no, I don't think I did anything fucking wrong. Did I do anything fucking wrong? He kept saying,
definitely was drunk.
Hey, I think he was drunk and also fed up, so it all just piled up.
And that's why people shouldn't do that. Don't take shit because it's going to bottle up. Because she was, bro, I need y'all to watch her a montage of her just going on about shit that just don't matter. Even when she was talking to anybody she talked to about this dude, she bring up his parents. And then it frustrates you with her because she'll sit there and like, it's not a confessional, but she'll talk to other people and be like, yeah, I know I need to work on it. I could be a little hard on him and just challenging him and different things. And then she'll literally in the next scene be like, I'll just boil the water. She wanted him to boil the water. He asking a legitimate question. Like, how much should I put in here? Should I put half or a quarter? And she's like, I'll just do it. It's like, granted,
He asked how much water do I put in here?
Yeah, granted, that is some dumb shit. Just
boil the water.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pile all on her. It is some dumb shit. But at the same time, if you're
y'all
new,
measure y'all pasta water?
No, I just fill it up.
It don't matter. It only matter with like rice.
I learned all my eyeball and stuff when I was making Kool-Aid, and we ain't had a measuring cup, so you just had to just do it, you know, by eye.
Y'all salt y'all water?
Yeah,
it
has to, right?
For pasta, you
salt
have to.
and pepper it.
Oh, I've never peppered it.
And I do a regular.
Oil, yeah, I need the oil in that
The
too.
oil don't go in the water. The oil go into the noodles after you drain the noodles. For me personally,
I do it the hood
I've never
way.
put oil in the water.
Yeah, never have.
yeah, olive oil to be exact. Other couples we got to talk about. I'm sorry, y'all.
You ain't gotta like it because the hood gonna love it.
Whose song is that?
J-Rock.
What game?
GTA.
My boy. Hey man, Taylor, Garrett and Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Garrett is a fool, man.
You saw the situation?
Yeah, Garrett is a fool.
He funny because he told her a different story than what happened. Like, so apparently Garrett was his ex. For some reason his ex texted him. And
Or
then,
DM.
It was a text or a DM or something like that. And she was, I think, didn't she say like, wasn't she like reaching out for like closure or some shit?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, like she was kind of saying like, I hope you have a great
life
or whatever. Enjoy your time with your wife or some shit along those lines. He told his girl now that he liked it. So they go out at this party and they sit with this other couple. There's this dude there, and I guess Tyler, and I guess Garrett mentally started talking to Tyler like he was his homie. I think he forgot that Taylor was next to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I responded to her and said some blah blah blah," and then Taylor like, wait, that's different than what you told me. You said you just liked the message. You actually responded to her?
It was the it was so stupid that I was thinking to myself, is this scripted? You just lied to your girl swiftly. Hey, man, baby, my girl reached out. You looking like you honest. Hey, my girl reached out. Don't even trip. I just liked that shit, and I kept going by my day, baby. She ain't even like that he messaged her.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know how that can be sometimes. Whatever. He can't control her messaging him. What the fuck is you mad for? But okay, he handled it real swift. They go on about their day and have a nice party. He get to the table. It's a couple on couple. And he get to talk to homie. Yeah, man, she messes me. I hit her back with a little message. His face instantly, because Taylor instantly go from, wait, what? You didn't tell me. Your whole story changed. And now he digging himself into a deeper hole because this is his response to this shit. It's the same thing, baby. And she like, no, it's not the same thing. Messaging somebody and liking the message, two different things. Here you go. Oh, well, to me, I guess it's semantics, because to me, it's kind of the same thing. And I'm like, this is why women hate men sometimes, because instead of just being like, I lied.
Right.
I ain't want you to hurt your feelings.
You just keep lying.
Just keep lying. Keep lying.
Now you're just making her more mad.
Deny.
Right.
Yeah. Then my last one. I don't even know this dude's name. The girl who dead got MS.
Oh yeah, the one who her dad was a little like okay.
What is his name? Tim, right?
That's Tim. Yeah.
Tim. Hey man, Tim need. I hate talking about people because we don't know these people. I'm just going off the show.
Yeah.
Tim may need some counseling. There's no way Tim did all of that. Met that girl parents. Read a letter. This man wrote a letter to the dad. Super
very emotional letter.
Super corny in my opinion, but hey, do you, whatever works. Cooked, and 2 days later, because she didn't respond to a text, he told her he don't ever want to see her again.
Have a nice life.
He said, my parents drove up 10 hours and you went to sleep. I'm thinking she like went to sleep on them or something. No, she said, I talked to your parents for 4 hours and I was just tired. I went to bed. And then she had only went to sleep for like an hour. This dude throwing a hissy fit and calling off the whole wedding and the engagement because of that.
And he said, the fact that he had cooked dinner and everything, and he said, no, is this the same couple? Well,
yes, where he washed the dishes.
It was, and he was like, I shouldn't have to ask you to wash dishes if I just sat up here and cooked this whole meal for your family, and you ain't do nothing.
It's just weird. Like, these are great points that you would bring up, but to call off an entire engagement when you just did all of that for a family over these little things.
But also where it started was at that party, the same party. A lot of shit happened at this party. They had an argument.
I wish I was at that party.
No.
No, they had an argument. It didn't go. It wasn't on camera.
You talking about a different party.
So they had, where she called him out his name?
Taylor and yes.
Yeah.
Taylor and them had that at the masquerade type of dressed up. They had the kickback.
Okay, yeah.
Which was episodes before. Yes, that was funny because she had to call him a bitch because they wouldn't say that on camera.
She called him a very derogatory name.
They wouldn't even say it on camera. He was mad.
He was pissed. We didn't even know the argument happened.
Yeah.
Like, this was just, and then they cut into it, and like they sitting in their hotel room or their apartment.
He in a different room. He got to walk into her room now.
He left. He packed all his shit and
That's
was
why
leaving.
I say he needs some type of therapy because in every situation he leaving. He leaves fast.
Yeah.
She must have really disrespected him to where what did he do to get called the name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She's very weird. She's weird and she's damn near dirty.
She's dirty.
That apartment for you to know that your new partner, fiance is coming over to your crib for the first time.
And it's clothes everywhere?
She ain't try to do nothing. I'm talking about this shit again, feels scripted because there's no way any person is like, you know what, my fiance coming over for the first time, let me throw my hoodies over here. On the living room chair, I'm going to throw my hoodie.
She said when she was packing to go to the show, she didn't clean up afterwards. She just kind of left everything out. When girls get ready, for some reason, they do just kind of just take a bunch of shit out.
I'm going to need you to clean this shit up.
But yeah, I don't know why she left everything a mess.
Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question. If y'all had daughters.
I do.
I said if because I'm Mike. You can be included in this too, even though you know the story. How would you feel, or would it be a big deal? I don't have an answer in my mind, so I'm asking y'all. If their husband or fiance had kids that weren't theirs because they donated sperm, is that like a big deal to y'all?
No.
So one of the couples, the dude did that, and the girl he told her, and like I guess he didn't tell her early enough, and it became an ordeal. And at first, I'm like, damn, he got secret kids, and you got kids you ain't tell her about? Then she go on in the spiel with like the confessional, like, yeah, you know what I mean? She was talking to somebody like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's courageous that he would be a sperm donor for a gay couple that he knew, and that's like real sweet of him, but I just can't believe. I'm like, bro.
That's kind of insane.
I'm like,
what
bro.
Are we talking about
I'm thinking
like,
he actually, this whole time, I'm thinking this man has
baby mama.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wow.
He just donated his sperm. She talking about, yeah, I'm gonna need to see the papers and everything. I'm like, are we serious?
But you know what's actually crazy?
What's
That's
crazy?
actually a lie. He had a relationship with the girl that he had a baby with.
Wait.
She
no,
came out.
everything.
She
Elena was watching this yesterday.
Yes, the baby mama.
Elena was watching this
Yes,
yesterday.
I'm out of it. I don't know what the hell
baby
going on.
mama made a response to it that was cap. There's actually pictures of him being a father to the child.
Elena was watching this
They
yesterday.
dated. They had a whole relationship. So he lied about that part.
I
know he lied about. He has one of the real kids.
One real kid. Two of them are adopted.
Yes.
So he would have lied.
Yes,
Elena was watching this shit yesterday.
He had one real kid with her. One of those kids are actually his. They had sex. They did all that.
I'm glad you made that
But
point.
the other two that she had, he did donate the sperm to them.
To her
have
and a couple, or
Yes.
just to her?
Yeah, the couple.
So let me get this straight. You're dating my ex, who I have a kid with, and I want you to give us sperm so you can have.
Yeah.
Man, that's the silliest shit I ever. What type of love?
I think it
triangle
was.
they
I
got?
think the girl was dating another woman at the time,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. You're right.
or something like that. It was
So,
some. We did.
Is it ever gonna be on the show?
I
Or
don't
did
know.
you see this on like?
It was on TikTok. You know, TikTok, they go into their rabbit holes
Damn.
and they find, and there's actually pictures of him being a parent to the woman, the woman's child, and he has like
he was
he's
lying.
he has.
Why do
lied.
people do that on national TV?
You said you seen that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Lena was watching that same exact TikTok. It was like a black lady who was telling the story. Yeah.
There's people people have found this whole thing and they've been
He was
talking
one of the
about
most stand-up dudes on the show too. I thought
Yeah.
Tyler. He was
cool.
yeah,
but
he was cool.
it's crazy that he does have a real kid and he didn't acknowledge it. And
So-
he's still portraying it in the show as that it's he's sperm donor,
And he
which
trying to
is
get-
partly true.
He trying to get this girl pregnant.
Yeah.
He's just a menace.
Bro, there's just so much going on in that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got one last one. Hey man, Steven, man.
Oh, Steven crazy.
You ever heard the Meg Thee Stallion song? Big old freak.
Yeah.
I mean, man, he's a big old freak. He
Big-
finna get married with this woman. He finna meet her parents in like a day. He talking. She found some texts or whatever. He going. He not only is he sexting. She said he got some kinks. He going crazy.
Yeah.
And this all he can say. I was wrong.
Yeah. He couldn't. At least he ain't trying to lie or like doing it. He admitted
could've.
That's when
Yeah.
that's when you turn the tables back on them because now they got to make a decision what they gonna do. He said, "Man,
And you know what was
You
crazy
got
about
me.
Monica? I love that. I love it. She was like, Venmo me that money since I was holding you
Yeah,
down.
she said, "Venmo me right now, please."
said,
I went to his Instagram. That was a comment in quotations. Venmo me my money right now.
yeah.
That was
Apparently this
epic.
happened like a year ago. There is still pictures of them up on his Instagram.
Oh, his Instagram.
Yeah,
yep.
he said
I saw that.
we've worked it out. And like
She said that too on the show at the masquerade
Yeah.
party that they talked that they're not gonna mess around, but
Yeah.
he was too good of a guy. I just couldn't believe he fumbled like that. But I knew it was gonna be something with his ass because guys like him, they act too much. He was too performative.
Yeah, he talked too much.
And she would tell his ass like she was like, I can't even get a word out right now. And I ain't
Yeah.
like that with her ass because I'd have been
Yeah.
like, talk, damn.
I was also a little that also worried me a little bit too because I was like, damn, having a significant other that's a yapper, what's wrong with that? Like,
Just talk.
would you rather have somebody that's a yapper or somebody that's
That was my first
don't
thought.
talk at all?
Because if he didn't talk at all, it was just like, yeah, then she would have a problem with it then.
yeah.
But he was too he didn't stand up on nothing. She'd be like, babe, hand me that. He just do it. I want a foot massage. I want this. Bro, that ain't real. At some point, after a while, you gonna tell your girl, like, man, go get that remote your damn self. You just asked me to get some shit 9 times in a row. I ain't your pet, I'm your man. And it's just seeing like every time she did anything, he was just like, yeah, I do need to be better. She told that man straight up, he yapping. And he was like, am I doing it again? Man, that ain't no real response, man. Cut it out, bro. You acting, bro. Something is not right. Something not right there. And clear enough, his ass was cheating.
Am I doing it again?
Am I doing it again? Let Data tell me I'm yapping.
that's
I'd be
that.
like, okay.
Yeah, I can go back and get the milk. I just left the stove, but I'm almost home. But I can go back. That's what you need me to do.
That's that they call
I've actually done that.
they call that the honeymoon phase.
It's like, it was for the kid though. So
Yeah,
it's
that's a
Yeah.
different story.
But I actually did that shit yesterday. Went to Whole Foods. That's why I was texting y'all in the group chat. Checked out. Whole Foods is not far though. And got home like I
Say what you
forgot
said in the
baby
group
milk.
chat about Whole Foods.
Whole Foods is a great place to shop. One of my favorite places to go. That's all I said.
Same.
I had my first experience in Costco yesterday. I'd never been to
I've never
Costco
been to
before.
Oh, I thought you had
No.
an experience.
Hey, last episode, I don't know if did you do that on the show where you said you was gonna come in with snacks?
I don't know, but
Mike came in with 4 trips worth of
actually,
snacks.
I'm actually been restraining myself from going to get me a drink this whole episode.
I had,
Shout
to,
out to Mikey Wakey.
had to get us stocked up for the season. Season
Oh,
2.
he got us stocked up.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Anytime we in here, a lot of times the stomachs be rumbling.
That was
Go
on
over there and
watch
get
out.
some.
It was on watch.
I want to dig. Yeah.
Who
And
told
he
him
gave
to
us
get
the
that mint water?
or the mint
Lemon
water or
water,
something
the
like
mint
that.
No,
water.
you told him to get
He
that.
said we could have flavored water. He said, what flavors do y'all want? He showed us the thing. It had a bunch of just regular flavors that had lemon, stuff like that. Real simple. He wanted to get the mint.
Just give me
I
some
don't even
water,
think I
man.
have one of those
Just
mint
give me
water.
some.
Just give me
Those
some
lemon
water.
waters are actually kind of good.
They were.
I like those lemon waters.
But
Yeah, the lemon waters was
the
good.
mint ones you threw us off with. Shout out to Darrick. He went to the pumpkin patch
How was that?
and brought me
It was
my
fun.
apple cider
I be feeling
glazed
like-
donuts. I can't wait to go with Dana.
What's the word? Maybe envious is too strong of a word. But I be missing a lot of shit because it be happening on like Saturdays and Sundays. Sunday's like a big film day for me. So they went to the pumpkin patch, his family and my family, but I didn't go because I was filming.
You didn't
like-
want to go.
No, I actually did. But I had to work. You know what I'm saying?
You could have took that day.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you could.
I swear I couldn't. It's
a
my new
pumpkin
schedule.
Patch.
Huh?
It's a pumpkin patch. You go one time. It
No,
ain't a vacation.
no, my new schedule is that Sundays is where I film the 2K videos. So I don't have to worry about that shit. And I
Yeah.
can like do my real job that I love, which is watch the games from Monday to whatever. But it's like that day was like like if they would have went Saturday after the pod, I'm there. I mean, I went to that fucking wedding, but I would have been able to go any other
I
day.
went to a
But I
wedding,
missed
too.
that one.
How
It's
was
like-
your wedding?
I said this in the chat. Towards the end of the wedding, people on the dance floor, they played the fucking Star Spangled Banner, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I am not in the right place. It was
How
one
was
other.
the-
It was
did you eat?
one other dude of color there. He looked at me. He said, "My brother." On everything, he looked at me and said, "My brother." I'm like, all right, say less. Say
So I
less, say
wasn't
less."
the only black person there. But I was asked to sit in the front row to represent the family, even though me and Dana ain't married. I was like, whoa, wasn't prepared for that.
That would be so awkward.
Yeah, I was like, I sat I didn't walk up and sit in the front.
Yeah.
I sat back and somebody came out and said, no, blah, 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 wants you to sit in the front. You're a part of the family. I said, oh, okay.
Reserve seating.
And then I went in there. It was a very good moment. It was Dana's cousin. If you know Dana's cousin, he reminds me of my Uncle Eric because he's really like into video games, kind of. He ain't quiet, but he also would just sit in the room and you have to go talk to him.
Right.
So to see him and his wife, or his fiance now, or wife now, for them to have like a public wedding and have to go up in front of everybody, that ain't really they type of shit. They did a damn good job. I was proud of them. I'm like, look at y'all.
How long was the actual wedding, not the reception or anything?
It's from like 12 to 4.
No, I mean like you may kiss the bride, not afterward.
20.
Okay, mine was like 7 minutes.
Yeah,
It was the
very fast.
quickest wedding I've
was
ever been
fast.
to. It was. No, I mean the one I went to.
Oh.
My wedding
Yours
was like
fell-
15. It was like 15.
Yours fell fast.
But
like,
Like I feel like we
seconds.
weren't there outside for a long time.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I also probably felt longer because we was in it.
Yeah.
Ari was the flower girl.
That's what's
It was very nice, but then we got in there, we ate. And y'all know I'm a piggy eater.
what they have.
They had some shit that was, I guess, supposed to be chicken.
Was it like the basic meats that they get, like chicken, beef, or like fish or something?
Yes, they
but
had the same
this
thing in mine.
chicken is just covered in some shit.
I don't be liking that wedding food.
That sounds
sometimes, though.
exactly like what I just went through. And she can't. She
What
brought
color was it covered in?
yellow, like white
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah, yes, yes.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What were the sides?
Asparagus was one, or maybe it was a green bean.
It was green beans with some
Bro.
red shit on top of it that I did not know what the hell was. To start off, it was a salad.
Oh no, they had a soup. They had a
Okay,
soup.
they had a salad.
tomato
The
soup.
salad had raw onions on the top.
That's
I'm like,
That's
who
crazy.
does that?
But no, this is what makes it crazy. So they did it at a hotel. And the bride is who we went for. She's so accommodating. She calls like my wife, like, we know y'all got allergies. I want to make sure y'all have something to eat, which is like, we really appreciate that. So the plate comes to my table again. It says like Kenny Beecham, no dairy. It comes to the table and it's the chicken and it's the sauce or whatever is cheese. So I tell the lady like, hey, I'm like, this is not who I am, but like, I can't eat this, and there should be something in the back for me specifically. It's 100 people, but for me, it's something back there. She's like, okay, cool. She picks up the plate. She comes back with a different plate. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Just with
And I
that-
say, I can't have this because I can't eat dairy. And she's like, oh no dairy. There's no dairy in it. I'm like, Suzanne, eat this. She said, this is 100% cheese. Lady tried to kill me.
That was a targeted hit.
And so the whole time I didn't have anything to eat because even the other
Imagine
entrees
if you
and
was
stuff.
like a jackass. And
I-
did it.
yeah, or a guy that made a scene. I could have made it. Like, that's not who I am.
I was fake jealous because Ari had special food. It was chicken tenders and fries. And I was
So you got
like,
the kids menu.
I would bang that plate right now more than this. I didn't eat this shit. The father-in-law was like, Pierre, you ain't gonna eat. I said, hey, man, here,
It's
take
yours,
this
brother.
shit, man. I ain't eating that shit.
I did have an overall good time though.
I had a really good time. It was better than I was anticipating. And I
Suzanne
drank
and
a
all
lot
of
of
her
Shirley
cousins
Temples.
were together, and all of the men, the boyfriends and husbands, kind of were chilling, and we just doing what dudes do, talking sports. Doing what dudes do, talking.
They don't really
sports.
have anybody in the family that I could talk sports with.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of just there chilling.
Yeah.
I haven't been to many weddings, but Elena had brought me to one of her her coworkers' weddings. Something crazy.
At KB wedding, you and Elena kept making bathroom trips.
Did we?
I'm like, they freaky.
I don't remember all that. But one funny thing about like the
I
weddings
just remember I used the bathroom. I'm like, didn't y'all just go for the bed? No, I'm just joking.
is just seeing old people on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I think that happened at your wedding
Yeah.
too. It's just like seeing the old people get down. You be like, okay.
Because my wedding was an old people wedding.
Mhm.
Like our friend group was the only young people there. Then it was like aunts, uncles, great aunts.
Ari and that time about, I had a song request and they didn't play it. They like, all right, we're going to go have them play the song.
My only real complaint about the wedding I went to, they were playing covers of every song. So not the real, we up all night to get lucky, but somebody else singing it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what the hell is going, like what type of deal did y'all get into that we can't play Bruno Mars?
But I was at my cousin's birthday party and they had the Kids Bop songs on.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they had the Doja Cat version. He was like, she's trouble. And I'm like, you might as well just play the regular song, bro.
What y'all think the song Ari requested is?
$1 Million Baby.
Is it a real song or is it a kid's song?
It's a real song, but it's a staple. It ain't new. It's like and the Jay-Z song.
Oh, yeah.
Party in the USA, baby.
They played that at that wedding I went to.
I feel like it's kind of a staple.
That's
It
crazy
is,
that they
yeah.
play the Star Spangled Banner. though.
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I couldn't imagine. having
Nobody
that at a
did
wedding.
anything. Nobody was like dance. I think
Did they put
everybody
their,
was
like-
like, what the fuck? Now, there was a military portion. Like, people
Ah.
in the wedding were in the military, so maybe that was just paying homage to them. But it did, like, it's still a wedding.
It just, going to those helped me realize what I would want in my wedding. Like, I want to make my wedding me and less of I'm not.
I feel that, but it will be more of your significant others.
Oh, no. Absolutely. But, like, I'm not trying to bring KB no plate with that bullshit on it. Like, I would rather just not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that.
I don't blame the people getting married. You know, I more blame probably the hotel more than anything. Because I think she did her part. Shout out to them. Beautiful, beautiful couple.
I want people to walk around. They was walking around like the hors d'oeuvres and whatever.
Yeah, y'all had like cocktail hour.
Yeah, it was mozzarella cheese squares. Ari, like, what is that? I'm like,
Bro,
it's a
did
cheese
we
stick.
go to the same wedding?
And it was barbecue.
Or is it just the same program every
Nah,
year?
y'all-
barbecue wrap, bacon chicken.
Yeah, I was low key at the same wedding.
No, it wasn't chicken. Mine was
It was
damn,
bacon
dude.
wrap though.
It was bacon wrap, 100%. But it was like
shrimp?
it wasn't shrimp, but it was another fishy type of thing. Scallop, bacon
Oh.
wrap scallop.
Bacon wrap
Yeah.
scallops go crazy.
So they had the same program there.
Yeah, yeah,
Had the same.
basically.
Did they have a mashed potato bar?
No,
They
didn't
had a
have
mashed potato bar. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, that's new.
That sounds kind of
Kinda
heat
interesting
though.
though. Yeah,
You
yeah.
just go up there and do your shit with your
I
mashed
just put
potato.
a mountain of mashed potatoes with,
Good mashed potatoes go a
with
long way.
gravy.
Yeah. Do y'all make a moat?
Yeah, I
make
would.
a moat.
Why would you like put a hole in the potatoes and you put the yeah?
I've been
That's
waiting to
fine.
do that.
But then that sounds like 4.
Where people do the recreation with the dinosaur nuggets and you have the mashed potatoes and the gravy.
Oh boy, you crazy.
You ain't never seen it's like the recreation,
Like a
like
volcano.
yeah, with the dinosaurs
Oh.
on it.
No, I never.
I told Dana like I would want people to come in our shit and eat like Italian beefs. No bullshit.
I found this
Like-
black chef on Instagram.
We not
and I
finna
was
fake
like,
it up.
I would love for him to cater my wedding because he does like catering events and stuff, and his food be looking good. And I'm like, I would probably hire him.
Or also there's a thing where it's like, let's just go up, say I do, and let's just party for 3 hours. Let's just
3
like,
hours, that's it.
Yeah, true. That is
It's like
that's
8
not
hours.
really that long.
You right. Let's party all day. Shit. Let's rent out the RH and just fucking go crazy.
Cause we started at 4.
You'll pull up to the RH, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I think I got home till like 1.
That
my
was the
wedding
best
night.
wedding I've ever been to.
Yeah,
I
your
ain't
wedding
been
was
to many,
steamy.
but that was we had the Illuminatis at the end.
We did.
Yep.
Shout out to us.
We had
I remember that.
I don't remember that either.
we had so much fun, bro.
I think the most fun was just
There
that
was
everybody
Illuminati
was
stuff?
in the same spot.
at the very end. Yep.
Yes, it was pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we did have pizza. That's crazy.
Shout out
Yeah.
to
You
my
know
wife.
what's the difference maker in y'all's compared to the one I just went to? Open bar.
The open bar
Yeah, the
goes a
open
long
bar
way.
was crazy.
Open bar goes a long way.
Long way.
We vibed at your shit though. It's also my family.
Only thing I would change is the DJ took a long time to get it to
Yeah.
where it was
Yeah.
good.
We was lit though when he played that at Millie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I'm not having clean music. We
Yeah.
cursing.
I feel that.
I'm sorry. This is my reception. We turn
No,
it
dude,
up.
I feel that. I feel that. Do you?
I don't care about the old heads in here.
I just think
Y'all can hear a few swear words for the 3
I
or 4
enjoyed
hours.
it because we was a part of it too.
Yeah. No, his run was fun.
Yeah.
We was turned.
Would you do the same thing?
I'll do a second one.
Like
don't
what?
worry.
The
Like,
reception?
would you have
You
that
still
many?
remarried
What were we?
Yeah, I will.
to the same person.
We was in where were we?
We were the groomsmen.
Oh yeah,
Would you have that many? You had a lot.
I had 8 groomsmen.
Would you do that?
probably. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Because the question is, out of our friend group, who do you cut out? And how do they feel about it? Because I
Oh,
really
yeah.
should have had 9 because Tyler was a groomsman, but he's in the military and didn't know if he was going to make it.
I guess you have to ask the question like,
Because for you, it's a little bit easier because you don't really know Caleb or, John. I don't know, would John be a groomsman at your wedding? Probably not.
he probably. I rock with John. I rock with Mason. I rock with a lot of them.
Because you also got a whole nother friend group.
Yeah.
I only have one friend group.
That's what made me ask the question because I would have a lot because I would include y'all 3 because it would be it's not fair enough to not we do too much together to not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I also would have Darny,
Ontario.
Flex, and them.
Yeah.
So it would still be about 8. But then the Johns of the world who I rock with.
Mhm.
That is
They
my
won't
friend.
take- they won't take it
what?
personally.
They
not
won't.
personal.
That's the best
But you
part
know
about
what?
it. But they are. I do look at them as friends, and I value the friendship. But they
I don't-
also. I don't. Everybody ain't up for the responsibility of being at every
sure.
wedding too.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and it could be like of our friend group thing. I honestly think it's just more like a men's thing. Like I'm not taking that. If I'm John at least or something, like I'm not taking that to heart. Like
Yeah, I do
I'm
not think John would give
Pierre.
two
I'm not
shits.
cool with Pierre no more because I'm not his
Yeah,
number
Mason
one groomsman.
gets married tomorrow, and I wasn't a groomsman. I
Like,
would not feel
yeah,
sorry
at all.
about it.
I
At
would
all.
still have just as much fun
Yeah,
at his
facts.
wedding.
I would actually probably have more fun because you don't have to be in it. There's a responsibility. We have to
Yeah,
show
bro.
up early and go to the rehearsal. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
Remember your shirt.
Kyron.
it was
God
this
damn
one post I seen. It was like glad. It was like glad. Oh my God! Just had to text my homie. I couldn't make his baby shower, and he texted me back saying it's okay.
For real, because girls fall out about shit like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Girls hate that.
Y'all don't
shit.
even know some of the stories. Like that's how y'all friendship is. That it's that thin. That this small little inconvenience can mean y'all don't talk for 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, bro. If some
Man,
shit
we yell at
happen,
each other every fucking day.
if some shit happen, and I go back and tell my girlfriend, she's gonna. If Ivy's having a party this Saturday, right?
Mhm.
If that party moves back 3 hours, and I say, oh, by the way, we ain't got to go at that time. It got pushed back. Oh wow, what happened?
He just told me the new time. I don't know.
That she gonna be like, why wouldn't you ask him? Like, is it like? It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It literally, that's
the
just how
time
it
is still the time. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what the
man.
reason for it is.
They be true. I be seeing girls fall out about birthday. I be seeing stuff on Instagram or social media where it's like girls be offended if they friends show up to their party and dress well.
Be
Yeah.
better
It's
than
like
them.
don't
They dress
outdress
better
me.
than them?
Yeah, like
Something happened the other day that I was like,
KB, you better not dare put that shit on for my birthday.
You better not show up at my
You
wedding
better
with a
put on a
Rolex
Nike
on.
Tech.
If you show up at my wedding with a Rolex on, it's,
Right.
it's
You
up.
know I got a damn you know I got a damn T-zone. You gonna show up in a Rolex?
Can't get your hair cut.
right. The other day, my wife was texting one of her friends, and that friend was supposed to come over for whatever reason. And they were in the middle of a text, and I said, what time is so-and-so coming over? She's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm like, you texting her, right? Send her a text. She said, yeah. But I'll wait till she respond because I don't want to send a double text. What? What are we doing? You don't want to send a double text?
y'all they hate to see our text. I've sent 8 in a row.
100%. I've sent 3 voice memos in a row before. Nobody responded to any of the first 2, but I'm still going to get that third one.
Pierre will call you. If you ain't responding to his text.
You got to. Especially for that pro-am. You got to.
I'm probably calling.
Kyron hate to see our name pop up because he know exactly what we
I
say.
wonder what's
What the hell
most-
is you calling?
Now
me
I
for?
will
That's all I hear.
relate to the ladies on this one. A couple days ago, I did get into my feelings.
Bruh.
Why?
I texted the pro-am and nobody said it. so listen, it was cool. I wasn't tripping. So then Mike texts The next day, I said, nope, I'm not replying. Since ain't nobody replying to me, nope, I'm not saying. He said, who hooping today? I said, no, I ain't saying. I'm gonna just be on the game. And if they hooping, I'll read the text. If y'all say we playing, I was gonna get on. But I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. But then nobody replied to Mike, so I'm like, I know how you feel. So now I'm finna say something. I'm like, you know how they is, Mike. Ain't nobody gonna reply. Derek was replying. I said, Derek, I just sent the text 4 hours ago. Nobody saying nothing. They ain't finna reply to you, man. Just go to bed. Because every time I'm with all of y'all, Kyron, John included, the phone is there.
I see exactly what you're talking about.
I swear on everything.
Dudes that ignore your shit and then go on the Instagram group chat and talk.
Pierre said that, 3 times rep in the theater and park. What motherfuckers on? We need that. About 2 hours later, Darrick said, I'll hoop later, putting Ivy to sleep. What's the word? And then Pierre said, I put a message in here damn near 3 hours ago. And Blank ain't say nothing. I'm going to lay my ass down. And then Mike said the next day, we own tonight, ? And literally nobody responded to it. Oh, man.
Because all I be wanting is, not today, won't be on, me and my girl going out, or just give me 30 minutes. Hey, we was running with somebody in your Discord yesterday that did that. Give me a minute, on my way. Took 15 minutes. I had to tell him, like, bro, what are you doing? If people don't realize, if you say, give me 7 minutes, there is no issue because you told us it was going to be 7 minutes. I could walk my dog. I could go put some stuff in the oven. I can go fold my clothes. But when you say I'm coming, I'm on my way, and you take 10 minutes, Kyron does that. Bro, if you just tell us it's going to be 35 minutes, everything is good.
Bro, he's
KB can record a video in that time. You know what I'm saying? We can edit a video.
It's a usual thing when he say, I'm going to be on in an hour, everybody be like, he'll probably be on about 2 to 3.
2 or 3.
And that sucks. That's part of his brand.
No exaggeration, people at home, because I know that sounds like an exaggeration. Somebody says they're going to be an hour, and we up here telling you that we prepping for 3. That is legitimately honest. And Kyron is going to watch this and get in the party tonight and be like, y'all funny. I seen that. Like it ain't the truest shit ever.
He do.
But
no, this would kill me, bro. He talking about, man, we playing a game of rec. He's like adamant, like, man, I'm at the door. Like, I'm ready. I'm trying to get my double XP. He's talking in the thing. We load up the game.
He not
playing.
Before we end this episode, I have to say this. I truly believe that we need to give flowers to this dude right now.
I knew you was going to say
it. Darrick has improved so much. It is actually wild to see. It frustrates me a little bit because you could have always been this damn good. You could have been a part. We have a core 3. I really think by the end of this 2K cycle, you're going to be a part of our core 4. How we talk about each other. And like, man, we can't make these type of builds because the rest of the guys we got to. I think you're going to get into that convo where we know we're going to have a nice 3-and-D or wing with you, and it just.
We just got to get that defense up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to get there.
Then we going to be. Then I think he really rocking and rolling.
You was doing good on that first build where we saw you improve. This new build, now you have the stick skill that's improving, and now you have the attributes that match. Man. Yo, dude, you reliable. Dude, we used to play the game, and dudes would leave. They would leave him. They wouldn't guard him. They would double team me and Mike as the guards and say, we'll live with Darrick. You can't do that anymore. Darrick had a 20-point half, people at home. He had 21 points and a half.
I was just shooting that thing.
He was 8 of 8 with 21 points at the half. That's not a game that Darrick you would have ever had a year ago or 3 months ago.
I couldn't believe I was shooting the ball that well.
I surprised myself.
You know how I know he's still not used to it? Because every time you pass it to him, he be like, thank you.
Yeah.
P set me up. Mike hooking me up with these dimes.
Mike sometimes get into this, I'ma just do me. Mike can sometimes have tunnel vision in a way. Where like he just tries to score. And I'll be like, bro, when we played that game, y'all had got off. We had played a game that night. Mike was shooting some crazy ass shots.
And it going in?
No.
You talking about the last game we played?
Yeah, you was shooting with 2 people on you sometimes. And I was
Bro,
like, what are you doing?
This is a game where I put in the group chat, I said the last game we played with D Mills. That was the last show. He's got to make a new build. He was like 1 for 8. Look, I'm telling you, the people in the rec, they trapping and everything. D Mills somehow gets the ball. He's dribbling up court. I say, D Mills, please pass the ball. He said, Shit, they wanted me to bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up.
I'm just happy he got the new build, man.
Same.
I'm just happy he got the new build. I didn't know that the other build was that like crazy.
87 vert is crazy.
87 vertical with
I don't even think Derrick Rose vert
97
right
dunk or something like that.
No, 85 dunk.
Oh, okay.
so he didn't even
Even
get
that posterized
posterized
silver. His vert higher than your dunk.
Imagine that. Imagine somebody that has a high vertical,
But can't
but
dunk.
their dunk is less than. Who is that? Who can jump out the gym but can't dunk?
Nobody.
Our guy
don't
from high
exist.
school, Justin. That's how what he was.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jump out the gym to show the coaches,
Hey.
but when you try to put it in the basket, it don't go.
What was his perimeter? 97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For him to be a help defender, y'all. He never was a primary on ball defender.
He had 87 vert, 40 rebounds, so he couldn't even use the vert to go get a crash to glass.
Yeah, man. Next time, please.
When y'all talk about it, it do sound crazy.
Yes, sir.
Because I had an extremely high vert, but I didn't have anything that I could use it.
And you know what? You know what's crazy about me and Mike?
Nope.
Is we such game heads and we made so many builds. We know all the thresholds. So I know
Yeah.
87 gets you to 87 with 70 or 75. 87 with 70 gets you to posterizer silver, but the 89 gets you the dunk packages to where you can have contact dunks. Just how I know like 82 strength gets you the
Got a
immovable
physical
force of
hand.
silver.
I'm just one of them badges.
85 gets you the bailout, but 87 gets you the versatile visionary silver. 84 gets you paint prodigy silver for close shot. 83 is limitless. 85 for mid range or 3 is dead-eye silver.
The 89 mid-range gets
Set,
you
set
shot
shot special.
goal.
Wow, you learning.
Hey.
You learning. 73.
When I just be having screenshots on my phone, this is one of my screenshots.
you
crazy.
hey, wrap this episode up.
Hey, be sure to leave a like. Opening day is tonight, baby. We'll be back on Saturday.
I'm finna make a Jalen Brown build. Let's go.
We back on Saturday. to
Ruin
talk
that
about
ring
it.
ceremony.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Knickerbockers.
Peace.
Love my knickers.